What up? What up? We here. We here. We here. We here. We are here. We are here. What up? What's cracking? I know I'm a little late. I gotta start being punctual. I gotta start trying to be punctual. But I have a good reason. I have a very fantastic reason as to why I was late. Basically, I was having a super crazy conversation that we're going to talk about today. The type of shit we've been talking about. And yeah, because I was honestly trying to figure out what was I going to talk about today. What am I going to talk about today? Man, we got a conversation we need to have. So I'm going to wait till a few people join. What up? What up? Make sure you hit that like. What up? What up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Happy Saturday to you. We are about to have a banger of a conversation. A banger. Please hit that like button. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Because, yeah, I'm about to fucking play with your mind. I'm about to take you to a whole nother different fucking warp zone. We're about to travel the fucking multiverse with this one. This one's about to get crazy, I'm telling you. So, as I like to talk about, we have this thing called existence that we exist in. We have this crazy thing. We have no idea what the hell it is, but it exists and we're in it and we're just thrusting and we're just here. Like, what the hell is this shit? And everybody's running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off because nobody really truly understands what it is, because this is the craziest mind fuck of all time. What up? What up? What's up, your local emo? Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button, please. We are having a crazy conversation. That's why I do every day, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, every day. We talk about this absurdity of a thing called existence that we exist in. We don't have a real good strategy guide. We don't have a real good, understanding of anything. We're just here, living, breathing on this planet of Earth, not knowing what the hell any of this is or what we're supposed to do. But in recent history, we've started to understand more and more of the things that we should do, which is the reason why we come through trying to figure out more and more. And that's why we have these conversations that allow us to be able to put our brain powers together so that we can understand what exactly we're trying to do. That's why I asked the questions, what exactly are we trying to do as a human race, as a human population? What exactly are we hoping to do in the grand scheme of reality, in the grand scheme of existence? In this existence, what are we hoping to accomplish? If we take humanity and reality to the far, far end, at the end of existence, at the end of time, what is it that we as a human race are hoping to have accomplished by that time? What are we trying to do here? And I venture to say our goal should be trying to understand everything about everything, because the more that we understand about the nature of our reality, the more that we can manipulate said reality to our collective benefit in such a way that we actually improve upon our quality of life, that we actually improve upon our motherfucking experience on this earth, that we improve upon our ability to interact, to adapt, and to create a well-functioning society for ourselves that actually sets us up for peak optimal levels, where we actually can live in peace, where we can live in harmony, where we don't have to deal with all of this crazy shit, that we don't have to walk around afraid of everything, bickering over nothing, instead working together interdependently with synergy, using reason, logic, fact-based evidence to figure out what the hell all this shit is and how deep the rabbit hole goes. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I'm about to blow your fucking mind, as we always do in the no cap zone. Because see, when you're here in the no cap zone, we have a strict dress code. Not that capping shit the hell off. Knock that capping shit the hell off, or you will be forcefully removed. Okay? Move it around. Move it. Get. Go and get. Go and get. When you're here in the no cap zone, you're ready to fucking go on a journey. Because that's what we do. Silk, what up? Mosaic, what up? You know what we do. This is what we do on a constant basis. We have discussions. We try to figure out what the hell all this shit is. So, I was thinking, as I always do, about reality. What it is. What it could be. What it would take for us to actually find out. What are the steps it would take to fully understand the cosmos and all of existence, whatever it is. What up? What up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, exactly. Thinking caps are the only caps that's available here, that's allowed here. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make shit happen. Oh, by the way, in case any of you are interested, after every live we do, we're jumping in the Discord to kick it, chill, hang out, talk, watch some shit, and build community. You feel what I'm saying? Also, join the Patreon because we got extra behind the scenes content, extra music from your boy, all kinds of shit there. Patreon.com/theultimaterage. You know how it goes. $5 a month. That's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. So the topic of discussion, right? What would it take to figure out everything, all of this shit, everything that's out there and then some? What would it take to reach that point where we can actually understand things? This is exactly why I talk about the Fermi paradox, the rare earth hypothesis, the great filter hypothesis, because we have very many different issues that we have to face, that we have to address if we ever hope to reach this higher state of enlightenment where we can actually master the universe, become a civilization that's called a Kardashev type 4 civilization that can actually simulate or create universes depending on how reality actually works. So check it out. For one, we would need to ensure our constant survival. Kind of hard to become a higher level being when you're dead. When you're fucking dead. Can't really do shit. Now, I know a lot of people like to venture ideas about what happens when we die and all this type of shit. But at the end of the day, we don't know. We don't know. There's so much about our reality we have yet to discover, and yet people love to venture ideas that are simply unjustifiable. And the whole point of understanding everything is ensuring that what you understand is actually, literally, factually correct. Right? So if there is such a thing as an afterlife, if there's some other realm of existence that we exist in after we die, then it is good to know that this is the case. Because you never know. It could be. It could be. Maybe there is some place we go after we die. Maybe they created the Heaven app that they put up in the cloud somewhere. Maybe that's why it's called the cloud. You feel me? It's an app on our fucking galactic android where once we expire in this reality, our save state goes into the upper hard drive up in the sky. You feel what I'm saying? I have no idea. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just shooting the shit here. But see, the thing is, we have to try to understand as much as possible, whatever that means. And the more we understand, the more capable we become in improving upon our understanding. But in order to understand, we have to be alive to do it. That's why I talk about the great filter hypothesis. The great filter hypothesis. What the fuck is that? I'm sure those of you who fuck with me already know. I know Silk, you already know. Penny, you already know. Most of y'all already know. But anybody who's new here, who doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about, it all has to do with the Fermi paradox, right? Because, first of all, we have no idea what the fuck this universe is. If this universe is all that there is, or if there's more to it, if there are other universes, if we live in a multiverse, if we live in a superverse, a uberverse, a computerverse, a booberverse. I have no fucking idea. But if there is a such thing as multiple universes, what would be the chances that we would find ourselves in the one or one of the ones that doesn't have any other life in it? Like, what the fuck is that? How would it be possible that you have this gigantic universe that might be infinite and we would literally be the only motherfuckers in this whole fucking place? The rare earth hypothesis. The idea that all this fucking universe and it's literally only us. We're the only living creatures here. I think the comment section is doing that shit again. Can't see nobody past fucking Silk. YouTube's gotta fix the shit. Damn it, that sucks. Oh, okay, I guess it is working. Y'all just sitting there listening. Yeah, because we've been having this issue on YouTube recently where, like, it gets to a point where no new comments come through at all. So I'm like, are people even still there or not? And so I just keep talking, and then I don't fucking even, like, realize, oh shit, it's been 30 minutes and I ain't seen no new comments. What the hell is going on? All right, but I see you're still there. All right, yeah, it's mind-blowing. That's what I like to do. I like to think and talk about mind-blowing shit because reality is fucking crazy no matter how you slice it. That's whack as hell. I really wish you didn't have to do that, but hey, you know, that's one of the issues with programming, right? A higher level civilization would have the ability to not have these type of issues, these fucking glitches, these fucking bugs. And if they did have these bugs, they'd figure out a way to patch it so they could fix it and say, oops, our bad. We didn't realize that this part of the code was fucking shit up. So now we're going to give y'all the 2.1 update, which fixes that fucking problem. Hey, watch your mouth, fam. Tombstone, I know in real life. She's one of the people I know in real life. I've known her way longer than all of y'all. We go back to high school. Soar, eagle, soar. Soar, eagle, soar. God damn, I see you, Tombstone. Keep soaring. You feel me? Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. And by the way, go check her out. She's doing her fucking thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go give her some fucking love and shit. Likes and follows, subscribes, all that shit. She got a Patreon too. You feel me? This is what we doing around this bitch. Building community and fucking supporting motherfuckers. That's how we work interdependently with synergy. That's why I talk about it, because we are all we got and we're going to get there. So going back to the rare earth hypothesis, imagine we actually advance as a civilization, right? We're like, okay, we're going to defeat the great filter hypothesis. We're going to ensure our collective survival and then work towards getting to higher levels. And we get to the highest level to the point where we're able to scour the entire universe, catalog the entire fucking universe, only to discover it's really just us. Like, it's actually just fucking us. You mean to tell me, right? We got the James Webb Space Telescope right now at the L2 Lagrange point, discovering all kinds of fucking ancient galaxies that we didn't even know existed. Things that have never, ever been seen before in humanity's existence that are forcing us to re-understand the nature of the universe, how it expanded, how it evolved. And despite all of that, despite discovering that there exist billions upon billions upon billions of galaxies, each galaxy hosting billions upon billions upon billions of stars, many of which are way the fuck older than our sun, with each star holding 1.6 planets per star and who knows how many moons and other celestial objects, that despite all of that, the entire fucking universe, there's literally only us. That's it? How the fuck is that even remotely possible? But if there is a multiverse, there would have to be some universe where that would be the case. Because the thing about the multiverse is not only does every possible type of universe exist, but they all exist infinite amount of times according at least to the many worlds hypothesis. That's the many worlds concept, that not only do these universes exist independently of each other, but that they exist endless, infinite amount of times. And see, this is the thing about reality that's such a fucking mind fuck, right? The fact that we have very, very, very large numbers and then zero. Very, 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 very large numbers and then zero. How is it that you can have these ridiculously absurd amounts of numbers and yet still have some things where there's just nothing? None of that. As an example, right, I talk about the ultimate rage paradox that I coined myself. I came up with it myself. Think about this, all right? Hear me out. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, based on astronomical estimates, all right? Astrophysicists, astronomical estimates. Throughout human history, particularly in the past several millennia, there have existed billions upon billions of theists, all of which throughout history have made this claim, and they make it so fervently that there exists this thing called a god, this thing called a deity, or these set of deities, that there's these things that are supposedly the things that created everything, and it's so wonderful and amazing and true, and yet not a single one, not a single theist ever could produce any shred of a piece of evidence that such a thing not only is possible, but that it's real, that it actually exists in some form or fashion in real life, in some tangible, meaningful way that is actually discoverable, that's actually detectable in a way that we can verify, yep, peer review process says, yeah, they're right. We got the same conclusion. You know what? That thing must be the real thing that actually is the thing. Because, I mean, the evidence is right there. How is it possible that billions upon billions upon billions of people can believe this thing, subscribe to this concept, and yet none, not one, like in the whole entire fucking planet, like right now, there are billions upon billions of theists. There's what, 2 billion Christians, 1.5 billion Muslims. I don't know how many Hindus, but I'm pretty sure there's billions of those. Not to mention all the other goofy sci-fi fantasy ideologies that are out there, and yet none, not a single one of them can produce a shred of evidence of any kind, other than a shred of pieces of paper that proclaim this thing. That's it? That makes no fucking sense. Makes no sense. Because hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. All right? If there is something, this super thing, the thing that was the thing that created everything, then why is there no thing that they can present that shows us that this thing is so real and so true, and that we need to worship this thing, that we need to love this thing, that we need to, don't make this thing angry, because he might come through and smite you and strike you and tell you you're done. You're done. I'm done with you. What? You're sucking dick? You mother... Oh my God, I cannot believe you! How could you dare to put that cock in your mouth, dude? Oh my God! What the hell is wrong with you? Don't you understand who I am? I am the greatest that there ever was! To hell with you! I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm deranged. Maybe I'm insane. Look, I just lost a few people. They did not like that. But I don't know. I just don't think that that's what a supreme being, a supreme thing would do on a constant basis. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, look. I have been pro-LGBTQIA+ since before it was cool. In fact, well, I don't know if she could tell because we didn't really kick it like that, but I was actually part of the Gay Straight Alliance at Jones. People would come up to me and ask me, hey, are you gay? I'm like, yo, it's the Gay Straight Alliance, okay? It's the Gay Straight Alliance. You have to have straight people in it for it to be an alliance, or else it'd just be the Gay Alliance. And what's the point of that? I mean, not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, it's the Gay Straight Alliance. I mentioned that because, like, as a straight man myself, as a cisgendered, straight, heterosexual male, I'm just not, like, the biggest, like, fan of cocks, right? I'm not a huge fan of dicks. I don't think about dicks. I don't fantasize about cocks being all in the round side of my mouth and all that type of shit. Not my cup of tea. Don't have a problem with people whose cup of tea that is. All I'm saying, yes, I am seeing the comments. I am glad I am seeing the comments. But all I'm saying is I'm not the biggest fan of penile, you know, things. You feel what I'm saying? Phalanx types of things. Those are not my types of things. You know what I'm saying? No problem to anybody who does, who is. That's cool. Right? All I'm saying is, you know, if I became super duper like superhuman rage with my fucking brain computer interface, and I can fucking see in fucking infrared and ultraviolet, I can see motherfucking radiation and microwaves and shit like that, while fucking getting a dose of my fucking genetic fucking drug release that gives me a nice fucking super high with none of the fucking lows and none of the fucking addiction, the addictive nature, and I can just feel fucking, I'm not thinking about cocks all day. If I could create universes, I'm not really going to give a fuck about some game sprite in the game that decides it wants to suck the other game sprite's dick because it likes sucking game sprite dick. Because I'm the great designer. I'm the great, ultimate, amazing designer. The designer of all designers. The designer of the game. I created the game. I created his ability to suck dick. Apparently that was part of the code. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is just the natural result of machine learning and the fucking simulation just evolving because we want to understand what exactly universes do when they evolve. Because check it out, right? As we've seen throughout history, People don't do the greatest job of predicting things. Somebody can predict the World Series 20 years from now accurately. They can do it perfectly. Bet you they wouldn't do it again and again and again and again if they did. What the fuck? Okay, are they fixing the games? Like, what the hell? Because you can't predict the future. You have no idea what's going to happen in the future. See, today is what it is, but only because yesterday is what it was. Permitted you heard the Beelzebub, a tale of the... Nah, cannabis shit. Y'all wouldn't understand it. But, all I'm saying is, like, even though today is what it is because yesterday is what it was, who the fuck predicted that we would have gotten here today? Who would have predicted that today would be like this? And who the fuck knows is gonna happen tomorrow? You have no idea. Tomorrow, I could get hit by a bus. Tomorrow, I could get shot. I could get stabbed. I could win the lottery. I could go platinum. I could fucking win $1 billion. I could wake up, check my bank account, there's just $1 million there. Like, yeah. There was some kind of glitch that happened in their fucking Chase system, and they was like, hey, here's some money. I could get 1 million people who decide to join my Patreon, patreon.com/theultimaterage, overnight while I'm asleep. Who the fuck knows? But see, the thing is, the more that we can understand about the nature of reality, the better the ability, the higher the chances that we would be able to shape the reality to make it its intended purpose so that tomorrow can be as we want it. There's this thing I've been saying recently that you hear this term like live like there's no tomorrow. And I get it. I get the sentiment. I get what it's trying to say, but I don't think that's necessarily good advice because I want to live tomorrow. I want to be alive tomorrow, right? I don't want to live like there's no tomorrow because that fucking sucks. That's actually depressing because what you're telling me is I'm finna die tomorrow. Now, I get the sentiment. They're trying to say, hey, well, do what you want, do what you feel, pursue your dreams because you never know what can happen tomorrow. You can fucking not wake up, because you died. So now you can't dream anymore because your brain no longer functions. So, doesn't that mean we should try to ensure that there is a tomorrow? Shouldn't we live like we want there to be a tomorrow? Because I want tomorrow to come and I want to be there. I want to see you there. All of y'all. I want to see everybody hitting that fucking like button, hitting that subscribe and that notification bell because y'all want to see tomorrow. Y'all want to see tomorrow. And not only do you want to see tomorrow, but you want to see tomorrow be better than today. You want to see tomorrow be like, damn. Tomorrow was dope as what it's today. It's the new today. And it's dope as fuck. I love this shit. But see, here's the thing. The future never happens because we are in a state of crisis. We are in a state of stagnation. We are in a state of what in the fuck are we doing? That is why I venture to say we got to go back to the drawing board. We got to go back to the drawing board. We got to fucking reverse. Let's go back. First grade. All right? Hear me out. I don't know. Maybe this might be a little too advanced for y'all, okay? Because, I'm trying to bring y'all to another level, but in order to do that, we got to go back to the basics. But look, check it out, right? This might blow your fucking mind. 1 + 1 = 2. I know. Check it out, right? Look. Um, like you have one thing, right? You have a thing, and then you grab another thing, right? And now you have two fucking things. One, two. One, two. All right, let me do that a little slow. I know that was like so mind-blowingly complex, right? You have one thing, then you have another thing that equates to two things. Yeah, I know. Yo, I don't think you really understand why that's so fucking mind-blowing, right? Because see, you think that I'm just playing games right now. You think that I'm just being silly. I'm just being goofy. Ha ha ha, this fucking dumbass dude. Or you might be annoyed. You might be, oh, this dude's fucking reaching. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, we got it. Move on. Okay, what's the point, Rage? What's the point, Rage? What is the fucking point, Rage? I tell you the point. The point is, all this universe, and we can't find one other motherfucking ancient fucking alien civilization that's advanced to the point where they've gotten further along in this process, despite the insane, absurd numbers of celestial fucking objects out there. We can't find one other one so that we can say, hey, there's two. What in the fuck is that shit? How is that even remotely possible? All it takes is just finding one. Just one. Like, literally just one. You ever seen the movie, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? One order of ribs. No. Just one rib. I sure am hungry. One rib. Yeah. But check it out. Like, but at the same time, in order for us to find some other civilization out there, what that means is we have to improve our ability to look. That means we have to get our minds right. We have to get our minds right if we want to figure out what exactly is out there. Because check this out. Cognition, consciousness, existing, living, breathing, thinking. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. I came up with that the other day. I know I'm a fucking super genius. I'm amazing. I'm awesome. That's why I'm the ultimate rage. That's why you're in the no cap zone. Take that fucking cap and shit off. The only cap that's allowed is the thinking cap. See, this is what I'm saying. Sapience, sentience. What the fuck is that shit? What the hell is this shit? What is sapience? Sapience. What is sapience? Check it out. Sapience. Sapience, the quality of being sapient, wisdom, sageness, knowledge, the property of being sapient, the property of possessing or being able to possess wisdom, the ability to apply knowledge or experience or understanding or common sense and insight. Right? Sapience, sentience. What the fuck is sentience? Sapience, sentience. Hit that like button. Push the goddamn button. Sentience. The quality or state of being sentient, consciousness, the feeling as distinguished from perception or thought, the quality or state of being sentient, especially the quality or state of having sensation. Being alive. Being alive. Being intelligent, having a brain, having the capacity to think, to ponder, to consider, to actually think and think about thinking. You can think about what the fuck is this brain in my head that's thinking to me, thinking to myself, that allows me to think to myself, talking to you out loud while I'm just talking and expressing my thoughts, and my thoughts of the things that I think and that I think are correct, but then I think they might not be. That's why I try to run it by you, because maybe you might see flaws in the patterns of my thought. Maybe you can self-correct me, or I can self-correct you. We can correct each other, and we create a positive feedback loop of learning, of thinking, of thought, of learning, of thinking, and thought, trading ideas, back to back, and we create a fucking cycle of motherfucking thought and destruction and construction, destroying the bullshit and building some new shit. And oh shit, category F5 shit. What the hell does it mean to be alive? What in the fuck is life? What is this life shit? Thank you. I like the way you think too. That's why you're here in the no cap zone, because you get it. You don't come through here with that cap and shit. You here because you see what I see. Why the hell would the sky be the limit when there's a whole fucking universe out there, and who knows what the hell else is out there? We're just gonna stay stuck in, okay, the sky is all there is. We can't move past it. Can't move past it. The sky's the limit. Look, Biggie, I love you. I love you. Hey, that was a nice song. I get what you were trying to say. R.I.P., by the way. I'm just saying, sky ain't the limit, you know. I don't know all the words. Sky ain't the limit, because you know that we can have what we want, be what we want. That's the irony. You can have what you want, be what you want, but the sky is the limit? That doesn't even make sense to me. I love Biggie. Biggie is the reason, or one of the big reasons, why I call myself the ultimate rage, because he was the notorious B.I.G. I was the ultimate R.A.G.E. That's why the R.A.G.E. stood for something. I mean, and technically, obviously, the R.A.G.E. stands for something. It's just not an anagram. It's nothing. Right? And then also, you know, you got, like, you know, comic books, the Amazing Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, the Uncanny X-Men, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking nerd. What the hell do you expect? All right? But anyway. Sentience, sentience. What the hell is that shit? We have the ability to think about thinking. We actually experience. We experience. We have senses. We have, you know, taste and touch. This fucking coffee I'm drinking. Yum. Love the taste. Smell. All types of fucking senses. But see, at the same time, we all know that our senses are limited. Our senses are not maximized to their potential. Look at me. I'm wearing glasses because I can't fucking see shit without them. I mean, I can see. I'm nearsighted, but like, I can barely read the words on the TV, and it's a 4K TV, and it's right here in front of my face. But I gotta have these motherfucking glasses and shit, because I can't see shit. Hell yeah, Penny's in the Discord, fam. She was there before all of y'all. Stop playing with Pen Dog. The hell is wrong with you? No, I got you. I already got you. I got you. Pin already been on it, man. So put a pin on it. Yeah, he's asking because after the show, I don't know if you were here earlier. After my lives, I've decided effective immediately. We're doing meetups in the Discord. We're kicking it, shooting the shit, watching shit, building, having conversations, doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I finally figured out a use for the Discord. And now that's how we're going to build this community. That's how we're going to build the Kardashev type infinity community. You know what I'm saying? So, I bring up sapience and sentience and sapient, the fact that we have these senses, the fact that we have these abilities to think and feel and be affected by our environment, but also to affect the environment. That's why it's this question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? People think that the answer makes so much sense. Obviously, the chicken came first, but did it? Are you sure about that? Because causality is a motherfucker. The future could affect the past more than the past affects the future. The future can affect the past more than the past can affect the future. I said earlier, today is what it is, but only because yesterday is what it was. Permitted, you heard of Beelzebub, a tale of demons and drugs, pissy drunk in the club with the DJ doing the needle rub. Chances are you never see me, son. Yeah, I know my name's Cannabis, but I can't help you if you need a dub. One of the greatest songs of all time, by the way. Probably show y'all that in the Discord later. It's very deep. Like I said, it's one of the greatest songs of all time. But he swore he would never take it out his archives. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. That's why Cannabis is one of my favorites. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. But anyway. Sapience and sentience. Sentience and sapience. The thought of thinking, the fact that we can think, that we can contemplate our existence, that we can actually experience reality, that we are affected by our reality, and that we also affect reality. That it becomes a fucking, yin and yang, chicken and the egg. What came first? Because, see, hear me out. That's why I describe our purpose. What is our purpose? What is it that we are attempting to do? What is it that we are trying to do? Because if we talk about how you can have what you want, be what you want, well, in order to get that, well, first you have to want that thing. You have to want it. Whatever it is, if you want that, you have to decide that's the thing that I want. And then you work towards it so you can manifest it in reality. Sure, you could think that hopefully something profit. Like the meme, whatever thing, ... profit. Because people don't want to think about the actual how to make it happen. Okay, we can make it happen, but how do we make it happen? What is the how? What is the why? Why do we want to make it happen? What is so special about this thing that we want it to happen? And why do we want it to happen? Why? What is it? Where is it? What is it? Where is it? Why do we exist? And why do we want that? Why do we want to reach that level? So that's why I say we should want to become a Kardashev type 1 civilization and beyond. Why? Because it will set us up on the path of becoming higher levels of Kardashev type civilizations that actually can begin to improve our quality of life, to improve our understanding of reality on our quest to master it all. Right? But first we got to get our minds right. We have to get our minds right. We have to understand understanding. We have to understand the human brain, the human mind. We have to understand what it means to be living creatures, what it means to be alive. And then we have to understand why people are affected the way they are. What are the things that are affecting people's brains, affecting people's minds, particularly those who are experiencing states of depression, states of addiction, who suffer from various psychological disorders and various fucking diseases, chronic pain, the pains that are influencing them to seek out dangerous potential substances that lead to addictions that harm our quality of life, that influence people to act in ways that are even more detrimental to our society, that hinders our ability collectively to work interdependently with synergy to understand reality and to improve our quality of life so that we can continue on this path of understanding and evolution and advancement. Why? Why is it so hard? Why is it so difficult for people to accept reality? Because for one, we don't even know what reality is. And for two, it's difficult to contemplate the fact that reality could be so fucking harsh. That horrible things can happen to great people, and that wonderful, amazing things can happen for shitty ass, garbage ass pieces of trash. And everything in between. And you never know which of these are going to be your fate, or on what part of the spectrum your fate's going to be, when you will meet it, how you will meet it, but you know one day you're going to meet it. Hopefully it happens in the bed, but then again, that could be not the thing that you want. Saw a story the other day. This lady was married to this dude. This dude was starting to experience dementia, was starting to experience episodes, was starting to lose it. And then he woke up one day and decided today is the day. Took a pocket knife and let's just say did some horrible things to that lady in that bed. Things that were depraved. Things that led to the end of her existence, to the point where she's no longer here. And because of his state, he didn't last too much longer either, because he was suffering from this condition and his health was failing. He died in a bed at the hospital, handcuffed. Because had he survived, he was definitely going in that clink for a long time. Yo, cancel this fucking fool. Anywho. See, this is what people do. This is what people do. They come in with that, you know those big caps they be having? They be coming in wearing those, thinking that they look cool. Thinking that shit is that shit. Thinking they styling on us. Thinking that they coming through here dripping. Yeah, they gonna be dripping blood when we lay the smack down. We have a strict dress code in the no cap zone. No capping ass bullshit allowed. So you can move around outside of town. Don't get caught up by the flow because you are going to drown. Sense, sensory, reality, thought, experience. We have no full understanding of what any of this shit is. All we know is that we are here. We are here, so we think. We think, therefore we are. We are, therefore we think. We know that we exist, but we have no idea what the fuck this existence shit is. We do know, however, that one day we're not going to be here. We're going to no longer exist, and that's fucking scary because the idea of just not existing is fucking crazy. Okay, yeah, sure. It was cool we didn't exist all this time, but see, all that time we weren't here, but now we're here. And I don't know about you, I want to stay here. I want to be here. I would love to be able to experience life, and not only that, discover all that there is to offer, that all that there is that life has to offer. There are aspects of reality, of life, of existence, of our experience, of the universe, of the cosmos, and beyond that we have not fully begun to fully understand. There are aspects of ourselves, of our human bodies, that we still have yet to unlock. We are slowly but surely improving upon our abilities to figure out the human body, to figure out the human brain, to figure out the human mind, to understand consciousness, to understand our psychology and the material science that allow us to live and coexist in this existence, right? But there are so many higher levels to go. There are still so many things to discover, so many innovations to make. We are barely scratching the surface on what we could accomplish. And if we want to hope that we could ever figure all this shit out, then it is incumbent upon us. It would matter so much to us. It would be super duper uber important to us to want to understand as much about this reality as we could. Wanting to understand quantum mechanics, wanting to understand quantum physics, wanting to understand astrophysics, wanting to understand cosmology, because these are the things that we would need to understand everything. Understanding the nature of reality on the smallest scales and on the larger scales. Understanding how the scale is. Is there a larger scale to this existence thing? What the fuck is all this shit? That's why we should be doing the work of figuring it out, of studying it, to understand it, to figure it out, to perform experiments that lead to us understanding more, so that we can discover more, so that we can use that discovery, so we can use that knowledge, so we can use that wisdom to improve upon it, so we can use our sapience to improve upon our sapience, so we can become even more sapient. And who knows, maybe we can decide to help other creatures become sapient. We got all these other animals all across the earth. We can be like, hey, dog, let's fucking extend your life. I don't want my pet poodle to die after fucking 8 years. It's really fucking cute and I love it and I love hugging it and fucking smothering it with kisses because I love dogs. I would love for my dog to be able to live right alongside me for 162,579 Earth years. That would be fucking amazing. That would be nice if Fido could ride with me on the fucking quest to go to Andromeda with my fucking thick-ass sexy chick with her fucking body modifications, particularly that derriere modification. She made it way huge. Actually, she didn't need that because she got it from my mama. So why the fuck would we not? Why would we not want shit like that? I saw a video on TikTok some months ago. Some lady's fucking cat passed away. And it just showed her cat just laying there like, and she's crying. Sad. They put a disclaimer on the video before I could watch it. Warning, warning, warning. This video is disturbing to some users. Proceed with caution or move around. And I'm just like, look, and I'm not trying to say anything like disrespectful. RIP to the cat. I like cats. I'm an animal lover. I love animals, okay? I don't want to see anything or anybody have to die, except those fucking mosquitoes and bed bugs. Fuck mosquitoes and bed bugs. You know what? That was a feature of the simulation that the great simulators could have done the fuck away with. What the fuck? Hey, great simulators. When are you gonna patch out these motherfucking bed bug motherfuckers? Fuck that shit, you mother. Oh, you mother. What the? Why would you make these mother? Why? It was already hot. It already sucked living in this fucking situation. Now I gotta get bit by these fucking motherfuckers. What kind of intelligent design was that? Oh my God. The hell is that? Patch that shit. The hell are you doing, fam? But see, this is what I'm saying. There are all types of sensory experiences that we experience on a constant basis, but the thing about reality is that there are so many different aspects of reality that we still have yet to understand, or even parts of reality that exist. There's so much about the human brain. There's so much about our senses that we still have yet to discover, that we still have yet to get a handle on. What does it mean to have instincts? What are instincts? What the fuck is an instinct? What is an instinct? My instincts tell me, oh shit, danger, 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 but then sometimes the instincts don't kick in. I might think this is my homie. I might think this is my cool pal. I might think that, hey, Shorty was actually into me. Next thing I know, I got a motherfucking knife in my throat. Or I got a knife to my throat being told that I need to follow them to the ATM and I can fucking drain it out and give it to them, or else they might take me out right now. Set me up, trying to backdoor me. Wishing me harm. And I had no stinking idea. I thought that was my friend. Why would they do me like that? All the times that I broke bread with you, all the times that I helped you out, let you sleep on the couch when you had nowhere else to go, and this is how you do me? Yeah, I see it. I see it. I do see it. Thank you. Thank you for the updates. Got to keep updating it. Got to keep the updates. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, YouTube, get your shit right. All those billions of fucking dollars, you can't get the live chat right? The hell is wrong with you? It's not like I got 100 million bajillion people up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. This is unacceptable ass bullshit. But anyway, doing schoolwork and listening. That's what's up. Play it cool. Stay in school. Anywho, there's so much about our existence that we have yet to discover. There's so much about the human mind that we have yet to discover. There's so much about ourselves that we don't fully understand that we could dive deep into trying to figure out. The human cognition, understanding consciousness, understanding our conscience. What the hell is our conscience? Why do we have a conscience? Why do I think to myself, talk to myself, try to mull ideas over in my brain by myself? Why do I want to talk to you? Why do you want to talk to me? Why are we all here? What the fuck is wrong with my brain? Why am I talking to myself? Why do I talk to myself talking to myself? It's like a voice in my head is talking to me, but then I talk to it as me with my voice, but I'm talking to you in your voice, but I don't know. What is this communication shit? What is communication? What does it mean for you and I to communicate? How the fuck are you some other brain, but you're able to connect with mine? How do you understand what I am saying? And why do I understand what you are saying? Do you understand the word? Do you understand the word that's coming out of my mouth? Don't nobody understand the words coming out of your mouth. And yet here we are, we're understanding. And if you didn't understand, you got Google Translate. We could translate words. We could translate phrases. I remember a time it was like, no, it would be cool. Wouldn't it be so cool if we could fucking talk and interact in real time? You could be speaking Spanish. I could be speaking gibberish, and they'll understand both of us, and we could understand each other anyway. That would be crazy. But see, that touches on the concept of empathy, being able to relate. Great movie. See, we all saw the same movie. We all can understand the reference that I just gave from a movie that we all seen, because it was distributed nationwide, worldwide, in various languages, in various fucking countries, all over the fucking nation. So we all get the relation. We all understand the same concept. We speak the same language. We saw the same cast of characters. We saw the same quote. So we all understood exactly what the fuck I was talking about. connection. That's how we forge connections, because maybe we have similar interests. Maybe we also like the same things. That's why we come together. That's why we become friends, because we actually share bonds. We have connections. We have understandings. We feel each other. We see each other. We understand each other. We seek understanding of each other. The things that you're thinking, what you're thinking, why you're thinking. But see, the thing is, no matter fucking what, we can get as close as possible. We could be literally sitting right next to each other. Hell, you could be a big booty chick sitting right here on my cock right now, bouncing up and down repeatedly. But no matter what, I still can't comprehend fully what the fuck is going on in that big fucking brain of yours. No matter what happens, it doesn't matter how close the connection we can have. You can tell me some of your deepest, darkest, dark, twisted fantasies and thoughts and beliefs and hopes and dreams. That doesn't mean that tomorrow you might not do some crazy shit, good or bad. Because I don't know fully what's going on upstairs. All I know is what you tell me and show me. But I could never fully empathize with you. I can't know what you've gone through, what your experiences are, how these experiences have shaped you, have molded you, how they can influence you, good or bad, positively or negatively, in real life, to yourself, in your relation to others. We have a mental health crisis here in America and throughout the world. We don't know shit about fuck. People love to pretend like they know everything, but they are ignorant as hell and don't know shit. That's why it becomes so difficult for us to work together interdependently with synergy to create a well-functioning society for ourselves. We can't even agree on what reality is. We can't agree on the basic nature of existence. So we are not able to actually make real strides towards progress, because we can't even agree on what progress is, what it means, what it looks like, how we would actually make it happen, how we can make it happen in real life, in our lifetimes. Soon. Everything becomes more difficult than it needs to be, because people can't think straight. Like I said, people are dealing with traumas, addictions, mental disorders, and it hinders their ability to fully function properly in society. It influences them to act in forms of self-harm, extra harm to others, which ultimately harms the society itself. So that is why it helps to understand this thing up here. What the fuck is this thing up here, and how does it work, so that we can make it work better, so that we can actually figure out our brains, where we can actually get some sense of sense. Because what we do know is that there are limitations to our senses. There are limitations to what we can sense. Even the senses that we know that we have. Like I said earlier, I can't see shit without these motherfuckers. Can't see shit. I can barely see the motherfucking comments in the motherfucking comment section. And my phone is right here, because I have flaws in my eyesight. But they say really intelligent people usually have bad eyesight because their brains are working in overdrive. So as a compensation, our eyesight takes a dip, which sucks. So that might be why me and Penny wear glasses all the time, because we're super duper uber geniuses. You know what I'm saying? So sorry for the rest of y'all, you fucking neuro normies who don't have glasses like us. Ha ha ha! You dumb, you dumb. Ha ha. Oh, so that's what's up. But see, the thing is, even if you don't have bad eyesight, even if you have great eyesight, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because actually, there are aspects of the color spectrum that our eyes can't see, even with the best of them. We have limits to what we can see. We have limits to senses. We have limits to all of our senses. So there are experiences that we don't know we are experiencing. There are things that are affecting us in ways that are undetectable or difficult to detect. That's why I talk about the fact that we have issues with the environment, such as the microplastics that are in our ding-dongs. We have no way of detecting microplastics in our skin, in our bloodstream. We have no way of being like, oh, no, that's just fucking us up. Nah, we don't have a mechanism within our bodies to say, filter this bullshit the fuck out right now. Flush that shit the fuck out now. So shit like that affects our brains, it affects our health, it affects our physiology, which causes us to be in a state of disorder, a state of dysfunction, a state of discomfort, in which that can affect us in multiple, many different ways henceforth, right? Exactly. Having these types of issues are the types of things that make life difficult to accept. People dealing with issues that they can't just get rid of, and it's a constant nagging strain, a nagging problem, especially if it's a piercing, unbearable strain, pain. They're having issues with their sensory overload. They can't, fucking see things like they're supposed to. Or they suffer from epilepsy and shit like that. Motherfuckers can't fucking watch my music video and fucking not fucking have a seizure. Oh, look at you, Mr. Super Nerd. Ew, you know things? Yuck! Weirdo! You dumb! He thinks he knows what he's talking about. You don't know nothing. No, that's pretty cool though. 12 to 16 types of photoreceptor cells. Humans only have 3. Yeah. That's pretty fucking limiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright, I don't know about you. Maybe I'm weird. I'm trying to have like 247 customizable photoreceptor cells. I'm trying to fucking unlock the fucking Spider-Man photoreceptor cell skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be fucking cool. I just gotta get my motherfucking endgame currency up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep grinding and winning fucking multiplayer matches so that I can earn the money to unlock the Spider-Man photoreceptor cell. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've been looking at that, I've been dreaming of that, and I want that. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Alex, what up? What's good? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, why would we want to allow ourselves to continue to stay in the state of imperfection, of discomfort, of disorder, when we know that there are methodologies that we can employ to improve upon it, so that we can say, hey, not only can I see straight, but I feel good. I feel good. Da, 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 da. You knew that I wouldn't. And I don't have to be addicted to like some crazy, harmful, illicit, or illegal substance that's going to cause me to be in a state of even more fucked up than if I was just dealing with the pain. Now I'm addicted to the substance. Now I'm breaking into your house, putting the thing to your brain because I need that motherfucking fix to keep and maintain. Clearly, this is not conducive of a well-functioning society. to have a nation or any nation, any municipality, any grouping of people suffering from neurological disorders, addictions, chronic pain, all types of bodily issues, physical ailments, diseases, genetic disorders. Way to be, Silk. That's machine learning self-correction for that ass. I'm going to touch on that in the future live, by the way. Self-correction. Self-improvement. Well, I guess we can kind of talk about it right now while we're on the subject, because we're talking about the human brain. We're talking about how it misfires, how we experience these different issues with senses and our understandings, and how the brains can actually misfire, how things can go wrong genetically, or just neurons misfiring, and if somebody has a thought, I'm going to go to that school with my AK and I'm going to let it spray all up in their way, especially on Sunday. Like, what the hell is that shit? What the hell is that shit? What the fuck influences people to act in such antisocial ways, in such self-harming type of ways? Why would they do that? Why do people do that? How does this actually help us in our quest to advance and improve and evolve as a civilization? What the fuck is going on with your mind up there? See, and this is the thing about humanity and our ability to communicate. One of the aspects of communication that makes us advance so much is our ability for empathy. The fact that we care for each other, that we actually want to see the best for each other, because if you're good, then maybe you won't fucking kill me. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm good, maybe I won't feel like trying to kill you. You feel me? If you're good, I'm good, you're good, we good. And if it's possible that in the entire vast universe is literally just us in the whole thing, then that explains even more why it's important for us to love each other. Because even if we do discover some other form of life out there, even if we do find that there is something, the fact of the matter is the amount of time that it took us to find it, the amount of effort it took to find it, means that life is precious as fuck. Life is rare as fuck. And the fact of the matter is that it is literally illogical as fuck to not value life. So when we see that we have people who don't value life, who don't value their own lives or the lives of others, we are in a state of disorder. When we have a system of organization, when we have a system of government that doesn't properly value the life, the life of human beings, the life of our citizens, then how can we ensure our ability to survive and thrive, heading towards this advanced civilization that can actually adapt to its environment, create new environments, and understand as much as it can about the nature of all of the cosmos in reality? That's why I ask, what exactly are we doing? What are we doing? What the hell are we doing as an American nation and as a human race? The fact of the matter is that if we want to advance to the point where we can become the great simulators or the great universe creators, whatever the fuck that means, we have to get our minds right. We got to get our mind right. This is why I'm such a staunch transhumanist and extropist. Because we know that there are aspects of the human body and the human mind that are limited. And this limitation is what creates such great fear and cognitive dissonance among the masses. That's what makes it so difficult for us to create a well-functioning society for ourselves that values sense and sensibility, that seeks to understanding, that seeks to understand the nature of reality as it is, so that we can develop our understanding of reality, so that we can improve our abilities to manipulate the said reality to our collective benefit in our quest of understanding and advancing and creating a well-functioning society for ourselves in that quest. That's why we need to focus on becoming a Kardashev Type 1 civilization. That's why I say we need to rethink everything. We need to start asking the fundamental questions about reality, about humanity, about what our purpose is and what we are attempting to do collectively. What are we doing? What are we trying to do? What is this reality? What is it? How do we figure it out? Let's say all of this is a simulation. All of this is a simulation. We have the great simulators in the sky that live in some, I don't know if that's a simulation, if it's turtles all the way down, or if it's the actual reality, whatever the case that might be. If we say, for the sake of argument, that this is a simulation, that means that there have to be simulators that simulate the simulation, which means that these simulators will have to have such an advanced understanding of the laws of physics, quantum physics, astrophysics, all that shit, to where they can just create universes like they're fucking video games and shit. Because they are video games and shit. So, if that's the case, that means that for us to become such a being, we would have to master the laws of physics. We would have to try to figure out the best form of programming. We would have to figure out, okay, we're going to use this language, right? And then on our quest to improve upon the universe creation app, that we're also improving the language, we're upgrading the language, we're coming out with newer, updated versions that allow us cleaner code, that allow us to actually create the universe in a more efficient and effective way, that allows us to have all these different capabilities, that allow us to further customize and improve upon the design that we're working with. In order to do that, we would have to get our minds right and decide that that's what the fuck we're gonna do. And if we're ever hoping to accomplish it, what exactly does that mean? What does it mean to accomplish that thing of advancing and learning and mastering the physics? Well, what it means is that we have to value the STEAM, the science, the technology, the arts, the music, the mathematics. Because all these different fields are what help us to understand and expand in our understanding, to create a positive feedback loop of expansion and understanding and advancement and understanding and advancement, building new tools that allow us to learn and discover and to improve our ability to advance and learn and discover, which allow us to build even better tools and so on and so forth until we reach the highest of levels, however far we have to go to accomplish that. We have to decide collectively as a society that this is what we want. That is our goal. That is our goal. In the grand scheme of things, our goal is to understand everything about everything, to master everything, to figure out everything, to understand everything. And in order to do that, figuring out all the steps we would have to take to understanding everything, identifying the barriers standing in the way of figuring out everything. What are those barriers? What do we need to do in order to get over those barriers? so that we can continue to survive, so that we can continue to evolve, and that we can figure out all these different solutions. By actually understanding the nature of the human body, by understanding material science, it allows us to improve upon the human body. See, I talk about people having different disorders, different conditions, diseases, losing limbs, and things of that nature, because those type of things can make it difficult to continue living, to continue to want to live. If something's wrong with your brain, it might really fucking suck. And people like that are like, yo, even though I'm trying to continue, I'm trying to persist, it's really, really difficult. It's quite unenjoyable. I don't want to enjoy it. You know what? I'm finna check on out of here. Fuck this shit. Somebody might be dealing with the traumas of some shit that happened to their little sister when they were 5 years old, or some shit that happened to their mother when they were 12, or something that happened when they went and enlisted in the army and had to go to fucking Iraq and fight in the motherfucking whatever the fuck war. Who knows? But what we do know is that a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people find it difficult to live and accept reality as it is. And that is why people choose different vices. That's why they choose drugs. That's why they choose theism. That's why they choose these ridiculous ideologies. That's why they choose crazy conspiracy theories. Jay, what up? What's going on, fam? You know what it is. Fam, you late as fuck. I'm on some mind-fucky shit again. I'm here to blow your fucking mind. Pause. No Gwen Stefani. No, I'm talking about sentience and sapience. I'm talking about, you know, the fact that we have a mental health crisis, a substance abuse crisis, and that there's so much about the human brain that we still have yet to discover. There's so much about reality that we still have yet to discover. Our senses, our sensory abilities, our capabilities. That's why I talk about how I wear glasses because I can't see shit. But even with the best eyesight, no human could see all the different color spectrums. There are aspects of the color spectrum we just can't see. So who knows the things that exist that we didn't even know existed, that exist in ways that we didn't know that they could exist. So with transhumanism, extropism, by improving upon the human body, we can not only improve our quality of life, but we can actually upgrade our ability to understand life even more than we already thought we did. With advances in things like nanotechnology, brain-computer interfaces, genetic modification, paired with the advances in things like quantum computing and its ability to aid us in these other things, the nanotechnology, genetic, blah, 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 we can improve ourselves to the point where we can actually have a form of psychological stasis or even elevated levels of stasis where we can always be just fucking happy as fuck. Because now we've unlocked the secrets to understanding the human brain and how we can affect it in these different ways. Oh, this is the fucking gene, or this is the fucking cell, or this is the whatever the fuck that causes schizophrenia. So if we can just turn this like that, boom, no more schizophrenia. And not only that, but hey, let's actually use this brain-computer interface so that we can ensure that you can be in a constant state of fucking positivity. Now, with that, obviously, that's when we start getting into the ethics debates, right? And we'll get there. We'll get there because obviously, there are limits, even with these improvements. We have to see, that's why I say we got to get our minds right. First, we got to get our minds right. We have to discuss what that even means to get our minds right. Because then when we start talking about morals and ethics and the ways that we interact in real life, we're going to have some really, really, really difficult discussions about what's acceptable and what's not and why. Because obviously these type of tools, these types of abilities can obviously be manipulated in ways that could be extraordinarily detrimental to our way of life, right? As an example, a brain-computer interface getting hacked, so you're forced to think that everything's perfect even while you're living in a crazy dystopia. I got it. Big Brother telling us, feeding us the lies in the Matrix. Everything's perfect. Just go to work. Don't think, obey. On some fucking, you're just a fucking drone type of shit. Where you're just a member of the Borg. Where you're just like, all your base belongs to us. Resistance is futile. And then, of course, there's the concept of privacy, the personal identities. What does it mean to be you if we're uploaded or connected in some kind of a fucking hive mind? This is why I was talking about our ability to communicate, our ability to connect, empathy, right? Because with new technologies, we can probably see through each other. Like, oh shit, this is what he was thinking. This is what it was like. I can actually simulate your brain and experience your experience in my experience. We put on the fucking VR goggles with the motherfucking brain neuron connectors or whatever the fuck. And I can literally sense what you were feeling, what you were thinking, how you were thinking in real time when you were experiencing memory at this specific time. It's a mind fuck. Because we gotta get super deep in the understanding of experiences, the understanding of ourselves, and the understanding of each other. Because as I said yesterday, even though we have all these technologies, you would think that would bring us closer together, but in many ways they drive us further apart. Because, like, as an example, now we're all kicking it, all of us, we're all in the Discord, and if you're not, I highly advise you jump in there. The link is available on the page. After every live, we jumping in the Discord, kicking it, shooting the shit, watching shit, discussing shit, building community, because that's what technologies allow us to do. Despite being potentially thousands of miles apart from each other, we're all right here in the same place. You're here watching me, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, turning on the notification bell, because you see what I see. We're seeing the same thing. We see and connect and understand, and we want to understand. We want to understand more. We want to understand better because we are fucking nerds. We're super nerds. I do too. In fact, why just one? I want 27,000. I can't have enough. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. Hit that like button, by the way. Stop playing games with your boy. But anyway, there's so much about us, about our society, about our history, about our past, about ourselves individually, collectively, all throughout history and right now. There's so many aspects of reality that we don't understand. There's so many different issues that different people are dealing with. There are people walking around dealing with all kinds of issues you never would have thought they would be dealing with. I think one of the videos I'm going to show y'all is from this channel I love to watch called Soft White Underbelly, where the host, Mark Leda, who's from here in Chicago, of course, because that's how we do. We on that real shit, Southside. 079, Killer War Crazy. Auburn Gresham, stand the fuck up. The Southwest side, we be the best side. Please believe that shit. But anyway, Mark later has a photo studio in Skid Row out in California, out in LA. So I don't know if any of you know about Skid Row, but let's just say not very good. Kind of like the hood. They got the homeless people, people addicted to all kinds of drugs. They got the stragglers, the streetwalkers, the pimps, the hoes, where everything goes. When people are outside, they smoking that dope. They go into their tent. They lay in the doors. And sometimes they don't even wake anymore. Because they straight overdose. Say it ain't so. Yes, it is. And so, the host, Mark, he'll talk to some of these people. He'll actually interview them. He's a photographer, so he takes a dope-ass fucking amazing picture of them, and he just gets them to tell their life story. People you might be walking down the street like, oh, that's a normal dude, or oh, that's a fucked up dude, or oh, look at that trans person, yuck. And then you learn their life story, you're like, what the fuck, yo, what? They were really going through all that? That was actually, what? They did what to you at 3 years? Oh my fucking God. What the fuck? And this is real life. These are things that actually happen to real people in real life, in reality. People suffering from all different types of traumas, all different types of crazy experiences. And you would have never, ever thought that this person who just seemed like a regular person, whether they might just seem like some bum, some hobo, or some normal fucking person, a fucking lawyer, you had no idea they went through all this crazy shit and that they have all this, you know, all these horrible traumas or crazy amounts of strength, the wisdom, the encouragement, like powerful stories. Good, bad, ugly, all that. Shit will make you fucking cry and all that shit. I'm talking about, yo, tear jerkers. And of course, because it's real life and this guy has been doing this for a while, of course, many of the guests have passed away since then. There's this one, this chick, I forgot her name, but RIP to her. She was one of the recurring characters on the show. She was this prostitute that was suffering from schizophrenia. So it was like, she was kind of cute, right? Which is kind of the charm about her, because she's saying all this crazy shit, but she's adorable. And it's just like sad that like she's in this state, you know what I'm saying? Because she was so young, right? I think the first time she was on there, she was 19. And then all throughout the years, you see her go through the ups and downs of, you know, because she was a prostitute dealing with schizophrenia who was hooked on crack, right? Just a combination of things that are just fucking terrible, right? She had a good family. She, you know, it's not like she was one of those that were abused and all that type of stuff, but because she had the schizophrenia, because she was addicted to, obviously, crack, she had a fucked up situation. She ended up making all types of insinuations about her dad that weren't true. At least I hope they're not true. Because you can never know with this type of shit. But then, like, she started, you know, getting help. She went to this recovery center. She started looking better. She gained a little weight, but she was starting to be more normal. And then, like, you know, people were encouraging, like, yeah, look at her, man. Like, she's actually doing better. Because the host, he wasn't just, like, you know, recording people and trying to profit from it. Like, he would help people. If they needed something, he would try his best to help them because he was decently well off. But then, like, you know, he became close to her. You know what I'm saying? But then, unfortunately, while she was at one of the facilities, she passed away in her sleep. And I think she was like in her mid-20s or late 20s or some shit. I don't think there's any more comments. I don't see any more comments. I'm not seeing the comments. Because I haven't seen anything after Jose. But whatever. The fact of the matter is that these are real people. Okay, there's the comments. Okay. Oh, y'all were just caught up because this is some deep shit. It's deep shit. I know. It's crazy. She passed away in her sleep. It was super fucking sad. You know what I'm saying? Because we see these people he's talking to, and like in real life, these people could just seem like whatever people, right? You walk down the street, you see people, whatever. Especially in a city like here in Chicago, you better not be fucking trying to go up to people to talk to them. You have no idea. You have no idea what can happen. Literally. No idea. You have no idea because you have no idea what people are going through. I remember one time, right? Random fucking time. And it's not that crazy of a story, but just real quick. I'm at the bus stop, right off the red line, on my way back to the crib. I could see this guy standing outside while I'm walking out of the little booth or whatever. So I'm going out the door. I see him. He turns, looks at me. Hey, how's it going? I'm good. How about you? I'm good. I try to keep it moving. If people speak to me, I'll be polite and respond. Other than that, I'm not trying to have a conversation with you unless, you know, you're trying to have a conversation with me. In which case, I'll oblige, particularly if it's a good conversation. So this guy, you know, we had the formal exchange, formal greeting, and then he's like, yeah, so basically the aliens on the planet Xenon were talking to me yesterday, and they said that the invasion is going to happen next Thursday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern time, and that they're going to bring the Silurians with them to explode the fucking megastar. And I'm just like, okay. Hey, there goes the bus, man. Good talking to you. Hey, have a good day. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? What? Just some normal looking young black dude like myself at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, seemed like a normal dude, and then he starts saying all this crazy shit. Random. So you never know what the hell is going on in other people's minds. Clearly this dude was in a state. He was fully fledged in psychosis. Probably suffering from schizophrenia, and he is in straight up psychotic mode. Like straight up psychosis. Like not there. And so there's all these different people around the nation whose minds are crazy like that. Whose minds are functioning totally differently. And you have no idea who these people could be. You could be walking to the fucking supermarket. You could be going to the bank. You could be going to school. You could be going home. You could be going to work. You have no idea what the fuck is happening. What the fuck could happen at any time. You could go to work, go home. Or you could go to work. Somebody comes in with a fucking shotgun and decides they want to unalive everybody up in the building. That's possible too. That's for sure possible, but I don't think he was. The way he was talking, he was in complete nah. He was in complete out there mode. See, because I've done psychedelics too, and I'm going to talk about this probably some other time. But see, if I talked about it on TikTok, they would immediately either a warning or they shut me down. No, you can't talk about this. But yeah, people you know, they take these different substances to get their minds in some other place, whatever their vice is. And I've taken psychedelics. I know what it's like to experience something incredibly psychedelic. But at the end of the day, like, I can't speak for anybody else. I didn't gain any like mind blowing, crazy insight. Yeah, I know, right? That's definitely what they say, and it's preposterous. You've been here the past couple of days. You've heard me talk about how ridiculous it is for them to say these kinds of things, which is why theism is obviously wrong. I said it yesterday. Theism is basically a scientifically illiterate version of the simulation hypothesis. It's a fucking low budget version. It's like if a fucking third grader was trying to come up with simulation hypothesis, but they didn't take science class yet. You know what I'm saying? So the great simulator in the sky wrote a program and fucking said, fuck, stop sucking dick before I get mad at you. I'll kill you all. You don't want to stop sucking dick? You don't want to stop sucking dick. Really? You don't want to stop sucking dick? Alright. Alright. I got something for your ass. I got something for your ass. Good. I told you, y'all didn't want to listen. You insisted so much on sucking dick, and I couldn't stand it. Even though I programmed you to suck dick, and I could change the code right now if I really didn't want you to suck dick. I can just offer a patch and say, oh shit, no fucking dick sucking allowed. Let's change that part of the code. No, I'm gonna tell you that I don't like it. Change your fucking patterns now. Imagine, right? You're running a simulation. Right? Like, just some kind of, like, you know, a app where you have, like, these lines, and the lines just start to fucking evolve. And you know what? Let me make it simple. Let me make it simple. You got GTA 6, and you create these game sprites, and then you see these game sprites over here start fucking, and you're like, why are these game sprites fucking? What are they doing? Don't do that! Imagine, check this. Imagine Chris Chan creating his universe with the Sonichus and the Monichus and the Nonichus and the Bonichus, and they're all sucking dick. And Chris Chan's like, why are you sucking dick? Why are you doing that, Sonichu? Why are you doing that? If you don't know who Chris Chan is, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, when it comes to like psychedelics, they affect you in different ways, you know what I'm saying, to different levels and all that type of shit. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. When I took that Magic Dragon, I definitely had a crazy experience. It was dope as fuck. Loved it. Loved it. I want to do some more of that. I want to see, you know, some more of that. But the point is, the thing about psychedelics is that they pretty much remind us that there are senses, there are experiences that we don't always experience all the time. And if we never took these substances, we might not even know that we can have experiences such as this. That's why, personally, I'm a big proponent of psychedelics, but at the same time, I understand that not everybody can handle them, which is why we need to understand as much as we can about the human brain, because there are totally different experiences that we can be having at any time, and that we don't even know we could be having, because there are different aspects of reality that we never thought were even possible. And so with advances in, say, material science, advances in quantum computing, we could probably create new types of drugs that affect people in a way that's more tailored to them, where they can have the experience but not the bad part. where they can actually get the psychedelic without flipping out and deciding that they want to bring the AK to fucking home and unalive mom, dad, and brother and sister because he was seeing Satan attacking angels and it was telling him he needed to go home so he could save his family by shooting them with the AK or some shit. Whatever the fuck that thing decides to do in their fucking brain. I don't know what the fuck is going on in their brain. I saw a story of some shit like that having happened where this dude, normal dude, regular dude, like any other dude, decided, hey, let's go do some shrooms. Dude did some shrooms. Dude did the shrooms. Dude went home, unalived his fucking dad, and almost unalived his stepmom. He came to like, what the fuck did I just do? And that's life. That's life. That's the end of Pops. That's the end of him. And sometimes that's just how it goes. Life is crazy as fuck. It's difficult for people to accept just how crazy it is. That's why I have such a huge problem when people want to offer their thoughts and prayers after every tragic fucking situation that happens. Yeah, I remember that shit too. I see shit like that all the time. When I watch this true crime shit, there's so much religious bullshit. It pisses me off so hard. I see all these different stories, and at some point, dude was like, oh, the Lord was telling me I needed to do it. Or some chick is like, well, Satan was in my daughter, and I had to save her, so that's why. That's why I had to drown her, so that I could save her soul from the evil spirit. It's like, what the fuck is these people talking about? What is going through their fucking minds, man? What the hell? But this is the normalcy of our reality. This hyper-normalization shit where this shit is absurd, but we pretend like it makes sense. We pretend like, yeah, no, totally. Like, obviously her daughter was being possessed by a demon, and the obvious solution to save the soul of her daughter was to drown the daughter. Because, see, by drowning the daughter, the soul ends up going to the right place. And then when it gets to the right... What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? See, this is why they couldn't handle me on TikTok, because I had the nerve to say shit like that. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? What is the soul thing that you're talking about? What is the spirit thing that you're talking about? What do you mean save the soul, and by saving the soul that you actually gain a blessing from this God thing? Okay, let's break it down. What are you talking about? What is the point of any of that? What exactly does that accomplish? What purpose is that? See, one of the things about theism that I can't stand, they love to pretend like they have this amazing super wisdom, or like they have these amazing super predictive capabilities. You see these theists all the time, just like I think Jay was saying earlier. Yeah, all these people who want to pretend they know when the end of the world is near. September 13th, 2024, the world is going to end 3:51 p.m. Then it becomes a news story. Everybody starts talking about it. Oh, some goofy said September 13th, 2024, the world was going to end. Oh, no, it's not going to end. But what if it does? Oh, no, where do we go? Oh, no, what do we do? Then the day comes and goes, as we knew it would. And then that person fades into relative obscurity, but still is free to fucking promote their fucking bullshit. And this is normal. I'm the same way, Jay. In fact, that's how my homie Mackie became my homie. I think it was Mackie. I want to say it was Mackie. One of you motherfuckers. I want to say it was Mackie, though. Because motherfucker tried to tell me that same shit. Oh, why can't you let them believe what they want to believe? As long as they're not hurting anyone, why does it matter to you what they believe? Why can't you just leave Britney alone? Leave Britney alone! Shut the fuck up! No! Because Britney thinks that she doesn't have to leave fucking so-and-so and such alone because they want to suck each other's cocks and shit like that. Do what you gotta do, fam. You already know I'm right here. I will be right here. Right here. Have no fear. Wipe your tears. Have no tears. Right here. I'm right here. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all ain't on my level. Yeah. We never know what the fuck people are dealing with. We have no idea what people are going through. You might think that this person is A-okay because they look like it, they sound like it, they talk like it. Motherfuckers are dealing with crazy shit. They're dealing with all kinds of issues and you would never know. Motherfuckers are at their breaking point and you would never know. Motherfuckers have no idea that even they are fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people show signs. Sometimes these motherfuckers are out here showing us, yes, I am out of my fucking mind and I'm bound to snap any fucking time. And people try to ignore it. People try to pretend like they don't know what the hell is going on. They say, oh, no. It's cool. Jared Loudner, you know what I'm saying? He's weird as fuck. Tweaking like crazy, but nah, he's totally never gonna do anything crazy. In fact, here, let him get some guns. Somebody give him a gun. Who would have thought he would actually use that weapon? Who could have ever guessed that Mr. Crazy over there could ever actually use a fucking firearm against other people? Who could have thunk it? A man who says, you know, I could make sense right now, but I don't feel like it. He actually said that. He literally said that. I might be word for word with the shit. I could make sense right now, but I don't feel like it. Oh, okay. Well, damn. See, that's the thing, Jay. This is the society we have found ourselves in. And I was going to get to this, but I guess we can jump into it now. Okay? So, for one, as I've been saying, people have been dealing with all kinds of traumas, all kinds of psychological disorders, all kinds of issues in their minds, right? And then combine that with poor education, with a system that fails by design to teach reason, logic, fact-based evidence. When you have a society that values bullshit, that values hyper-consumption, that values ignorance. Go to work, go to the store, shut the fuck up and go home. Don't think about nothing. Don't question nothing. Go to the motherfucking voting booth every 2 to 4 years. Vote for the same motherfuckers. Go home. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. You saved democracy. You voted for one of the same two parties that are destroying everything. Congratulations. And it just so happens that these same people, you know what, don't learn math, don't learn science. Yeah, it's okay. We gave you this book. We gave you this book. Isn't this such a wonderful book? It's the same book from 2,000 years ago. Just keep reading that and you'll be good. No, just keep reading it over and over and over again. I know it's confusing, but look, just lean on your own understanding. Well, actually, no. Go to church, right? Listen to Pastor. Pastor know everything. Pastor, he know the Bible. He know it like he know it real well. Everything Pastor has to say is totally schmotally the truth, and it's gonna help us. It's gonna help our neighborhoods. It's gonna help save the kids. It's gonna save the kids. It's going to save the kids. I'm telling you, all you got to do is think and believe. Just read the same book over and over again. I'm telling you. You just believe and you pray and you pray and you believe. You believe, you pray, you believe. You do the same thing and hope that at one point, someday in the future, something profit. And that's how we have a nation full of people who suck at math and science, who literally actually reject science. They reject the science. They say, nah, that science dumb. Oh, you believe in the Big Bang? Well, here's the thing. God said it, and bang, it happened. Ha ha, ha ha. Got you, atheist. Got you. God said it, and bang, it happened. And then it's like, okay, well, where is that thing so it can tell us and describe to us in detail exactly how it happened? Because, you claim you have this connection to this thing. So if you do, ask it a specific question so it can give you a specific answer. No, because it's saying the Bible in Revelations chapter 5, verse 16, some dumbass bullshit. God gonna do this and God gonna do that because God said that God is gonna do that. Wait, you believe that we came from monkeys? Ah, you dumb. You think we came from monkeys? Hey. A scientist, if we came from monkeys, why they still monkeys? Ah, got you. Ooh, y'all dumb. Y'all dumb. Obviously, God did it. The Lord told me to tell you that if you don't believe in the Lord, then you don't know what you're talking about. You are going to go to the terrible, naughty place where you won't get the blessing of the Lord, saith the Lord. The Lord saith, he told me to tell you. I'm telling you that if you just believe, if you just read your Bible, read your book. If you let the Lord Jesus into your heart, your mind, your soul, I'm telling you, something is going to happen for you. You are going to experience the most wonderful revelation. You will be dealing with the salvation. You might even kick it with the 101 Dalmatians. All you got to do is come to the Lord and make a donation. Every donation leads to your motherfucking population in heaven, where you will have a wonderful, huge house. There's gonna be a moat where you will have a trough flowing of milk and honey, and it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be super sticky and stale and motherfucking rotten milk all over the place, and the Lord gonna be like, yes, now you get to worship me forever, 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 forever. Doesn't that sound wonderful and amazing? Doesn't that sound like the most ideal situation? You get to worship the Lord all day, all night, every day, every night, for all of eternity. Yeah, about that. I don't think that a super being would like need worship, would probably even want worship. I'm a regular guy. And even though y'all might be my fans, y'all are people like me. What the hell is different about me than you? I mean, okay, yes. While I do have my boyish good looks and my fucking charm and my swag and my style and my command of the English language and my superior rapping skills and my style and my worldview, even though I might be a better lyricist than all of you and everybody, what's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you? We're all human beings. All of us. What's so special about me? What's so special about you? Well, here's the thing. What's special is that you're you. And I'm me. That's why I have that clip on Coldest in the City. That's why it starts off with that clip. Where the prince is talking about, you're jealous because you're not me. But you could never be me. But the thing is, if you were me, you couldn't be you. And why isn't that enough? That you're you. Why does that not suffice for you? Why do you have to believe that you are nothing, or that you're less than nothing, that you are undeserving, that you're undeserving to live, that you don't deserve a great, well-functioning society, that you don't deserve to have a good life, that you don't deserve to continue to live, that you would rather die than to learn the truth in real life, that you were content with hoping that there's some kind of afterlife, even though there's no clear-cut evidence of any kind that such a place exists in any tangible, meaningful way in real life. You would rather chance it with that than to say, hey, the ideal heaven, the heaven that I want to exist in, we could make that real in real life, in our lifetimes, right now, starting now, while we're alive. That's why you gotta hit that fucking like button. That's why you gotta hit that subscribe button. That's why you gotta turn on that notification bell, because how can we ever hope to advance if you can't even hit the like button? No, the fact of the matter is that there's so much to this reality that we still have yet to discover. And yet, we live in a society that thinks that advancing is too hard because they have been conditioned not to think about it, not to hone their skills of understanding, to the point where we have a nation full of scientifically illiterate people who don't know shit about fuck, who have no desire to learn shit about fuck because they've conditioned to continue to enrich the theism industrial complex. The theism industrial complex. See, theism is the greatest, longest running scam in human history. Theists Theist leaders, religious leaders, sell a product and service that doesn't even exist. This product and service does not actually serve a real purpose. It doesn't actually help humans. Maybe in the ancient past it did. I mean, considering our extreme fear of the unknown, our fear of death, our fear of what's to come, if there is a coming to come to, if there's a place to go to, if there's some other actual universe or some actual afterlife of some kind, or whether or not this existence, this life is all that there is, and that is our only chance at getting it right. I mean, when you have literally fucking thousands of years of people who only get to live, what, 100 or so years? Yeah, it really sucks to know the older you get, the closer you get to that day. And you have no idea when that day could come. And that for some, it happens way the fuck sooner than they ever could have thought, in ways that they never ever could have imagined. Because when they say live like there's no tomorrow, imagine if you knew the date of your death and it was coming like very soon. You go to the doctor, you find out you got stage 4 cancer, it's inoperable, it's uncurable, you're fucked. You got ALS, pretty much a death sentence, you're done. My uncle got ALS. I remember when I first learned about ALS and I was like, damn, that really sucks. Hope I never get that. Hope nobody I love ever gets that. And then my uncle gets that. And I have to watch him waste away. Sorry, Unc. You have to call me back a little later. That's the scary thing about life, right? We can't predict the future. We can't predict what's going to happen. We have no idea what's going to happen. We do our best to try to understand things. We do our best at trying to pretend that we understand things, that we pretend like, yeah, we totally know what we're doing over here. And in reality, people are losing their minds, scared shitless, dealing with extreme panic, extreme anxiety, because they don't know shit about fucking. They don't know what the fuck is going to happen. So that's the reason why we see people act illogically in all these different ways. That's why you see people join gangs of various kinds, whether you're talking about the GDs, the folks, you're talking about the motherfucking BDs, the Bloods, the Crips, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Americans, the Chinese. You know, pick your gang, pick your version that you like. People join these groups, they join these ideologies because they think that having this view, this world view, that having this community, that having this way of life that is going to help them lead great lives, that's going to lead them to enjoy life in all these different ways. But what we see, those of us who can see objectively, can see that this way of thinking has actually been counterintuitive. And that actually all of these groups, all these gangs, all these individuals are actually working to worsen our quality of life, because while their ideas might be valid, they're not sound. They might be sound, but they're not valid. They might make sense if you accepted their premises, but their premises themselves are unfounded, unsound, invalid. So they reach conclusions that are illogical. Yes, if there was a God that communicated to this person, then it would make sense that their conclusion is that they must commit this action that this God told them to do. However, that's the premise that we have an issue with. They can't demonstrate that there is such a thing. And if there was such a thing, why would it tell you to do that? Why would it command you commit that kind of action? Why is it that when we see people who claim that they talk to a higher power, that it never gives anybody actually useful, helpful information? Like, hey, psst, psst, hey, Jen. Hey, Penny. Jay, wake up, Jay, it's me, it's God. Hey, Jay, look. I know you don't really believe in me like that, but I'm telling you it's real. Let me prove to you I'm real. I'm going to give you the secret schematics for the peak level of fusion energy. You're going to become a super duper quadrillionaire. You're going to save the world. You're going to be remembered as one of the greatest people ever to exist because you're going to completely change the world with these perfect schematics of fusion, cold fusion energy. It's me, the Lord. Thus saith the Lord. We never see shit like that happen. We never see a motherfucker pray to the Lord, and now they came up with the cure for cystic fibrosis. There's another channel I like to watch, and I'm going to show y'all this channel too. I think it's something called like Special Kids, Special Education, or something like that. And basically it shows all these people, mostly kids, that suffer from these rare genetic disorders where they suffer these birth defects, they suffer these crazy fucking disorders that completely disfigures them, makes them look different or act different, neurological disorders, all this type of shit. But the host, I forget his name, he's a super duper weenie. I'm not even gonna stud. He's a super weenie, but he's a super sweetie. Like, this dude is like fucking straight out of a fucking Disney movie. I swear to God. Like, these are my friends. I love you guys. See? We're all together. But it's like what he's doing is amazing because he's helping us normalize, hey, there are people who are different, neurodivergent, physically divergent, whatever the fuck term you want to use, but they're people too. But at the same time, it's sad that people are born with these different deformities and disfigurements and disorders and whatnot. So why couldn't we try to figure out how to solve these issues? You know, and no disrespect to these people, no, obviously no disrespect to these kids, but at the same time, who wants to have a kid born with a deformity, born with special needs to the point where they have to be raised for the rest of their lives and that they're going to need extreme amounts of care? When we could be working to try to figure out how we can not only solve these problems, but prevent these problems from ever happening again, and in fact, enhancing our abilities such that we're born with enhancements. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I say we got to get our minds right. We got to figure out what that means. We got to figure out what's ethical, right? Because obviously people are not going to have, you know, I mean, people are not just going to jump for joy at brain-computer interfaces and genetic modifications and shit like that, nanobots, because what could go wrong? What are the unintended consequences? How can they be used in bad ways? How could this be used where, you know, what happens if it malfunctions? Who's liable? What should we do? Blah, blah, blah. Like, these are always going to be issues. And we're always going to be dealing with this cat and mouse of constant improvement and holding things back and constant improvement and holding things back, like AI right now. AI could be way more powerful than it is. They have to hamstring it because if they just let people use it freely, anybody could develop an app that can fucking drain all the fucking every bank's resources and shit like that. Like, they have to implement safeguards because we have a bunch of malevolent people in the world who can and will use AI for horrible, horrendous purposes. We see all the time people are always trying to exploit any and everything in a way where they can use it to their advantage. But it's kind of like what I'm talking about with science and the universe, how we need to manipulate reality, manipulate nature to our collective benefit. But first, we have to understand what that means and in what ways would that be maximally useful. Maybe on some utilitarian shit, but even with that, we know that not everybody's going to benefit. Somebody's going to take a loss at some point. Some company is going to lose money, go bankrupt as a result of this. Somebody might get a fucking faulty whatever device, nanobot, BCI, and they can fuck them up in ways that we can't even fathom. All types of shit. But see, that's why we have to have conversations about all this shit. Because it's very easy to say, well, in this book from 2,000 years ago, the ethics and the fucking morals of whatever says in the second commandment, thou shalt not, whatever the fuck. Okay, but what does that have to say about the ethics of using a fucking Android in your house? How does that help us understand the right and wrong way to build a space elevator? How does that help us figure out the proper way to deal with all forms of indoctrination, harm, abuse, whatever, anything? Are there better ways? Are there better methods? Are there better tactics? Are there better strategies? Are there better methods we can implement right now that are far superior to the ones that are prescribed in these ancient sci-fi fantasy comic books? Of course. That's why we have communication. That's why we have the laws of physics. That's why we have the sciences, so that we can come together and work interdependently with synergy to figure this shit the fuck out. So by understanding the human mind, understanding how we can actually fix it, how we can treat it, how we can shape it in ways to make it work better, we can have real conversations about the proper steps to take. What steps should be taken? What steps shouldn't be taken? What should we be undertaking, overtaking, realizing? Actually experimenting. Should we perform this experiment? Why should we perform this experiment? What kind of experiment should we perform? Should we do this? Well, what are the costs and the benefits? Let's perform a cost-benefit analysis, and whatever we collectively decide is the best course of action, then we fucking try to do that. Why don't we get all the motherfucking experts in all these different fields to come together to work interdependently with synergy to try to figure out the best, most useful and safe methods for moving forward with these technologies? Because let's face it, these things are going to happen whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, if it can happen, it's going to happen. We are seeing the technology constantly advancing and evolving and improving on a constant basis. Of course they'll say these types of things. Welcome back. You missed a lot, but you're here every day, so you ain't missing shit, fam. You ain't missing shit. We do this every day, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on the daily, here on the YouTube. And after the YouTube lives, we're going to be in the motherfucking Discord, kicking it, chilling, fucking watching shit, shooting the shit, building a community. If you ain't there already, the link is on my page. Join the fucking Discord, yo. Let's bring some sense to the world. Because at the end of the day, we are a senseless nation. We are a senseless population where we don't really possibly think about all these things properly. We don't think clearly about half the things that we talk about. That's why our political climate here in America is senseless and ridiculous, because we don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers are talking about. We don't know what the hell these motherfuckers are doing. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Actually, they do. They're giving away everything to the rich, the banks, the corporations, and doing everything possible to avoid these kinds of discussions. Avoid these kinds of discussions where we have to question the nature not only of our reality, but our system of governance, our system of organization, the way that we organize ourselves, understanding that, okay, while this system may have made sense back in 1776, when we didn't have a fucking iPhone, when we didn't have social media, we didn't have mobile devices, we didn't have the internet and all this shit. We had horse and buggy. We had Pony Express. That was the internet. But see, now we have the internet. Now we have the internet. So why the fuck do we need these representatives anymore? The fuck do they do that's so amazing? Why don't we have higher standards for who's going to be representatives? I would rather trust all of y'all than any of these goofies that have been in office. They ain't said not a single word about how we can become a Kardashev type any civilization. I don't even see the word Kardashev even formulate as a thought in their fucking brains. They get on TV and they talk about all this other shit and don't talk about anything remotely close to what we're talking about. Which is why they have these things that they say, like the mark of the beast. That's why they talk about these things. But see, they talk about these things because they didn't think any of this shit through. And that's what we do here in the no-cap zone. That's why we have a strict dress code up in the no-cap zone. Knock it the fuck off with that cap and shit. You will be kindly escorted away from the premises, and then you can kindly move the fuck around. The only cap that's allowed in the no-cap zone is your thinking cap. That's it. That's it. Because at the end of the day, see, they could say this stuff about Mark of the Beast. They can say that. It sounds cute. It sounds nice. It sounds funny. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, Mark of the Beast. Ooh, Mark of the Beast. What the fuck are you talking about? Mark of what beast? Why should we give a fuck? What are you talking about? What is this beast that you're talking about? What is it? Where is it? Why should I give a fuck? And this is my whole thing, right? Why are we still having conversations about that shit? We're at a time where we have access to information at our fingertips. We should be long past this bullshit, okay? I keep talking about that guy from the other day. I can't let it go. It just blows my mind to think that people are like this, that people are far and wide like this, where they will say, well, what about the pyramids? Aliens! Who else could have done it? Couldn't have been us. Pyramids are way too complex and amazing for it to have been done by us. Clearly it had to be done by aliens. And I'm just like, wait. Now, I'm not saying that aliens couldn't have done it. I'm not saying that aliens couldn't build a pyramid. I'm just saying, like, if I had the ability to create a civilization that was capable of transforming itself to one where it can build fucking huge spaceships that can travel to distant fucking solar systems, why would they go all the way there just to play with blocks? So you mean to tell me we have this thing called the Fermi paradox, where we don't even know if there even exists other life out there in the universe? We go out there and discover, oh shit! There's no longer a Fermi paradox. We found the aliens. They're just like us. They got houses and shit. They got like little cars and shit. Airplanes and shit. Stores and shit. People walking around with bags and shit. Here. We're gonna fucking go down there, introduce ourselves, and build a fucking pyramid. And then we're gonna dip the fuck out and go home. Yeah. We're gonna go there, build like a fucking little mini tower, and then dip out. No, we're not going to give them any kind of panacea that will help them to cure all of their diseases and improve their quality of life. No, we're not going to teach them a new fucking technique that will allow them to innovate way the fuck faster now than if they... No. We're just going to go there, build a fucking building, and that's it. Yeah. That totally makes sense. See, that's the whole thing I'm talking about. That's why I say that theism is nothing more than a fucking bootleg version of simulation hypothesis. It's a scientifically illiterate form of simulation hypothesis where they didn't truly think it through, right? Because as I say, if there was a being that could actually create everything, that would mean that this being, this entity, this thing would have to have a complete mastery of the laws of physics. It would have to have a complete mastery of the programming language that it is using to create the simulation. AKA, if there was a god that could create universes, whatever that means, it would have to understand how to do it. Right? It would need to understand how to create a universe in order to create a universe. So if it were to do that, why would it create beasts, marks? Why would it create its own enemies and then like tell people that, hey, one day, I'm not going to tell you when, but one day I'm going to do something super duper crazy, amazing. I'm never going to tell you. You'll never live to see it happen. But one day in the future, I'm telling you, this thing that's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm telling you it's going to happen. It might not happen ever, but at some point in the future, it's going to happen. This thing is going to happen. It's going to be dope. Why? Why would it do that? Why? Why would this thing, right? Okay, you're a game developer. You're developing a game. Why are you interacting with your game sprites? Why are you playing games with the games that you're playing? With the game that you're making. If you make a game, you make an actual game. Right? You're making a game. Why are you interacting with game sprites, yo? Why are you saying, hey, there's all these different game sprites all in this game. I'm going to go and talk to that one. And I'm just going to give it weird, convoluted fucking talk. I'm going to tell it to do something completely useless. Hey, game sprite, you right there. Go to that place over there, grab the AK and let it ring. Hey, go, hey, person. Hey, you. Yeah. Your keys are under the table. You forgot you dropped them yesterday and you forgot to pick them up and then you forgot that they were there. Psst, psst. Hey, John, it's me, God. Yeah, the Lord. Yes, thank you. Yes. Worship me. Worship the fuck out of me. How much do you love me? That's what I thought. Look, check it out. Shh, don't tell nobody. Now look. They got the safe in the fucking attic. Here's the code. They have nothing in there. But here's the code. Go check it out. Psst. Don't tell anybody I told you. It's me though. It's me. I'm telling you. Worship me before I kill you. You see me tell him? He's gonna flip the fuck out when he hears this. Why would the great developer in the sky act like that? I'm just saying. Why would it need a spaceship, fam? Why does God need a spaceship? Why does God care if you suck cocks or not? Because see, the whole idea, if we were to get our minds right, right? Like let's just take it to this logical conclusion. Let's say all the fucking upgrades, the human upgrades, the extropism, the motherfucking transhumanism, we take it all the way. We become super duper uber human beings. We become human beings with a fucking bodysuit that allows us to fucking live in any environment, where we can think at 1 billion megabytes per second, where we can fucking have all these different fucking impervious attitudes towards different environments, where we can walk through sulfur and not have to worry about burns, where we can walk on the surface of the fucking sun without getting a fucking single scratch, where we can accomplish all these different things, and we become super duper uber amazing beings. We have super duper strength, super duper speed, super duper fucking understanding. We can change our temporal experience. We can understand everything about everything. We can understand everything about everything and everything about everything and everything about everything. Why would we do any of that shit? Why would we not say, hey, now that I can understand, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Let's try to actually improve even more and even more and even more. Why would it stoop down to such low levels? Why would it tell people to commit useless antisocial acts and behaviors? Why would it fucking confuse people? Why would it allow people to suffer from all these different disorders? If it was actually going to interact with people, why wouldn't this thing say, you know what? I know you've been struggling here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna help all of y'all. Bam. Because surely this being would have some kind of empathy for us, right? Wouldn't it have to care about us and not just be on some evil dictatorship type of shit, but actually like, look, I've known you since you were just a fucking computer code in my mind. I literally can see everything about your life from birth to death. I know all the issues that you went through. I know everything about. I have the entire code right here. I have your entire life experience right here. But if you don't stop sucking cock, I'm gonna fucking kill you! Ah! Stop sucking the cock! I swear to God, if you don't stop sucking the cock, I can't fucking stand it when you motherfuckers suck cock. Oh my God, it's so fucking terrible! Why do you keep wanting to suck cock? I don't get it! I don't get it. I thought I was in charge of everything. I thought I created the simulation where the fucking cocksucking was not going to be there. And for some reason, no matter what I try, somehow, some way, these fucking game sprites end up sucking major dicks all the time. What the fuck? Why the fuck does that just keep happening? And if it really was like that, if it really had this problem with the simulation where these issues would pop up that it didn't intend, that it didn't want, why not just patch the damn game? Fix the damn game. But why would you need to fix the game if you understand how to make games in the first place? If you have complete total mastery of the code, of the fucking actual experience of the experience of life, the laws of physics, quantum physics, astrophysics, all of that, then what the fuck is the problem, fam? What is your fucking problem, dude? God. Hey, Kardashev type 4 being thing. He, him, them, they, whatever pronoun that you go by, take your fucking meds, man. You tweaking. Dude, let it go. Look, why do you care so much about cocks, dude? Seriously, I really want to know. Why are you so obsessed with people's genitals, man? Like, seriously, like, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but that shit is weird, fam. You might have a real problem. I'm just saying, like, you might need some counseling, right? Because look, I love big butts. I can't lie. I cannot lie. I cannot lie, fam. I love the big butts. I obsess over them all the time. See, I think about the big butts too. But I'm not like, I'm going to kill a chick for not giving it up. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. And I'm somebody who doesn't have total control like you. You have complete control. Total control. You're omniscient, you're omnipotent, you're omnipresent, you're literally everywhere. You can see all the dick sucking happening. If you really, really, really didn't want it to happen, why don't you change the game? Change the code. Like, you have all the simulations available. You can create any simulation you want. Why the fuck are you so obsessed with these game sprites? Really? Are you really that petty, fam? You're really that petty. You have the ability to completely make any and every kind of universe that you want. You can make endless amounts of universes. Why are you obsessed with this one, with this group of people and these specific people that you created, that you're gonna be like, yeah, you're totally gonna be mad at them for how you made them. You're going to gaslight them and tell them it's their fault for you being the one making them be like that. And you can change it at any point in time, but you're just gonna not do it. You want them to magically change themselves. You don't want to just fucking like, hey, all right, let me go real quick, do the patch. Let me change the code. Oops, my bad. I forgot to add the semicolon after the line. That's why they're sucking dick so much. Oops, fixed it. Now there's no dick sucking. Yeah, I see the chat. I do. Thank you for asking. And yes, the Lord is gay. Gay! And he's fucking homo as hell. And in denial. That's why he obsesses about dick sucking so much. Talks about all the time. For some reason, all these Republicans keep talking about the Lord told them that all that gay. No way. No way, Jose. No way, no how. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. But for some reason, he just keeps talking about it. Now look, I'm a cisgendered straight male, okay? I said this earlier. I'm not like the biggest fan of seeing other guys' cocks. Even when I'm watching porn, I'm trying to see the woman more. I could do without seeing the dude so much, even though I do like to see the action that's happening. I'm just saying, like, I'm focused on the chick, right? I'm imagining myself as the dude doing the thing to the chick. And if there's dudes that imagine doing that to other dudes, I don't think about that. I don't have a problem. Look, do what you want over there. Long as everybody is consenting adults, what the fuck do I give a fuck? Look, I'm not trying to see it. Look, I don't like seeing it. You might think I'm a bigot. I'm not. I just don't want to see it because I'm not gay. I am personally straight, cisgendered black male who likes cisgendered women of all races, as long as they have those large, round, huge, juicy derrieres. God damn. Right? So that's what I think about, you know what I'm saying? And no, offense to anybody who thinks about other things. Look, as long as you're thinking about adult humans, cool. Consenting. Gotta add the consenting, all right? But if you're one of those people, look, you're obsessed with other male anatomy. Look, that's cool. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to inform you. It's totally fine. If there is a thing called a God, and he has been having these fucking moments with these people, I'm here to inform them and the Lord, hey, God, it's okay. It's okay if you're gay, my dude. I know it's difficult for you to accept. Nobody is going to be mad at you if you suck dicks and you like it. Trust me. These people worship the fuck out of you. Literally. So just accept it, my guy, or whatever you are. You like sucking dicks. You obsess about dicks all day. That's all you think about. I don't even like talking about it. But these people love talking about it. They obsess over it. They express their views on a constant basis. They say that this thing talks to them and tells them these types of things. Oh my God, the Lord saith that he don't like the gays, he gonna burn the whole nation. That's why the hurricane came and hit us, because there was too many gays and the Lord was like, nah, I need to kill all the gays. I have to hit you with the hurricane. And even though some of the people who died weren't gay, the Lord works in mysterious ways. And that makes sense to these people. These thought patterns actually make sense to people, that the Lord works in mysterious ways and that that's just the way it works. They don't actually care to understand why it works that way, because it really doesn't work. It really doesn't actually work. But they think that these things that they think make sense. They think that these things that they think are actually sensible, logical, reasonable things to think. That if we don't understand something, well, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. And we just got to accept the thing that they thought because that's what it is. Do it. At the end of the day, I don't understand what these people are talking about. I have no idea what they're trying to accomplish, which is why I asked the questions. What exactly are we doing? What exactly are we hoping to accomplish? What are we trying to what the fuck are we doing? What are they doing? What is the end goal? What is the end game here? What is the end game? At what point do we decide that we're going to actually have a set of goals that we're trying to accomplish that are sensible, that we actually work to achieve? Because it seems to me like these people don't want to understand anything. They want to just say and assert things that don't make any goddamn sense and serve no purpose, no useful actual purpose. The things that they want to purport, so senseless, so unbelievable, so preposterous, and yet they assert these things on a regular basis. They assert it so openly, so naturally, so commonly, like it's just so logical. Like what they said is just so amazing. Yeah. And that's the thing, man. Like, that's why I ask, what are we doing? That's why I say on my song Evil Ways, what the fuck is God doing? And you don't have an answer. What the fuck is y'all doing? Praying to God, having communion is all useless. You're all aware, your thoughts and prayers you often share ain't ever really got nowhere. But y'all don't care. And that's the irony of it all. They like to say these things. They like to perform these rituals. They like to say their famous little catchphrases. Yeah, God works in mysterious ways. My thoughts and prayers. All this type of shit. But what does it actually do? What is the purpose of it? What does it actually help to accomplish? What does it help? In what ways does it help? And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't at all. There's no point of it. There's no use for it. That's why we have to go back to the drawing board. Because unfortunately, there are way too many people who subscribe to these ideologies. They don't make any fucking goddamn sense. And then we wonder why we have this state of dysfunction that we have. We wonder why we have all of this absurdity all over the nation. We wonder why we are in the state of hyper-normalization where people are saying the craziest shit about Satan. And they talk about the Lord like that shit is amazing, but at the end of the day, it's truly insane shit. That's why I'm trying my hardest to verify their statements. But they always somehow fail to show demonstrations. It's utterly amazing. Because they publicly proclaim this, but when they ask for any kind of show, they have nothing that they came with. What the fuck is niggas saying? Even they don't know. They say, no, trust me, the Lord is so real. But they don't show. They say, well, when I die, I'm going to go to heaven. They don't go. Because if it were actually real, they would know. And they would show. And they would show all of us. Everywhere, all the time. And we wouldn't even have any questions about any of this shit. They'd be like, look, I got the map, I got the location. If you follow these directions, boom, you will reach heaven's gates. And then you will be there. And then you will talk to St. Peter or whoever the fuck your particular brand of delusional nonsense there is. It wouldn't be delusional because you would actually be showing us. And then they'd be like, oh, okay, bam, I didn't know. I was skeptical. I didn't believe you, but hey, you showed me, and now I know. Now we all know because we can verify it. I followed the directions. I went to the fucking magic place, and then I found Magic Mountain. Exactly, Jay. And that's why I venture to say that these thought patterns are not only delusional, they're straight up suicidal. Because as I said earlier, I want to live like I want there to be a tomorrow. I don't want to live like there's no tomorrow. I want to live like, hell yeah, there's a tomorrow. Not only is there tomorrow, there's another tomorrow, and another tomorrow, and there's endless tomorrows. Until I decide, you know what, I don't feel like going to tomorrow. Not because I'm on some, oh, I hate life and everything sucks, but on some like, I've literally experienced every amazing possible experience I can have. I've elevated to such extremely high levels that I literally understand everything about everything. And now I don't have a problem with not existing anymore because life was so fucking dope. It was beyond amazing. It was beyond anything I could have even imagined it to be. I had experiences that I didn't even think were possible to have. My brain was so small, it didn't even think that it was even possible to interdimensionally fuck 17 thick, big booty fucking alien bitches. And it was so amazing with my BCI app where I could fucking become a motherfucking dinosaur in my brain. And I was just flame throwing these motherfucking flames like a motherfucking dragon on that pussy, and I was just going crazy. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know, but that is what I'm talking about. There are aspects of our society that we don't even know. We have barely even tapped into it. We've barely scratched the surface on any of it, and we are not fucking doing our due diligence to improving and maximizing our capabilities as much as possible. In fact, we are squandering it. We are absolutely deciding constantly, cognitively, communally, together, we're just gonna waste all of our fucking time. We're just not gonna do any of this dope shit. We're going to be content sitting on our hands and knees not doing shit. To me, that's senseless as fuck. That's stupid as fuck. Straight up stupid. All these capabilities that we have barely even scratched the surface on actually maximizing, tapping into, And we're just gonna say, nah, we're good right here. This place right here, all these issues that we face, we got issues with climate change, we got fucking this mental health and substance abuse crisis, we got people being abused left and right, children being abused. 40% of abused children are abused by other children. These fucking things constantly keep going and going and going. STDs, motherfucking CPD, the Chicago Police Department. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these different issues that we have, all these different things that prevent us from becoming advanced, from actually reaching higher levels. Kardashev type 1, 2, 3, and 4. We ain't even reached level 1. We still level 0. And like I said earlier, we have all these crazy huge numbers. Like crazy, crazy, crazy huge numbers. Like, think about the mere fact, hundreds of billions of galaxies with each having hundreds of billions of stars. How many stars would there have to be? If we just accept that there are 500 billion galaxies, each galaxy had 500 billion stars each. How many stars are there in the universe? I have no idea how to even begin to even calculate that. How the fuck would I perform that motherfucking set of operations? 500 billion to the fucking 10 to the whatever the I don't even know how to do that shit. And people would rather say, you know what, let's not do that shit. Let's just stay right here and not think about it. Let's just sit along and hope and hope and hope and hope. People who think that way, that means there's something wrong with their brain. That means there's something wrong with us as a society, given the fact that an overwhelming majority of people think this way. I don't know if it's the microplastics. I don't know if it's the motherfucking MK Ultra. I don't know if it's the motherfucking Operation Mockingbird. I don't know if it's the motherfucking social media algorithms that are not showing people the correct information. But in all these different facets of reality, people are fucked up in the brain. And if we ever hope to create a well-functioning society for ourselves, if we ever hope to ever actually advance in some tangible, meaningful way in the near future, so that we can actually begin the process of understanding as much as we can about everything, so that we can actually level up in all these different ways, become a Kardashev type 1 civilization and beyond, we got to get our minds right. We have to get our minds right. That means that we have to shed the bullshit. We have to divorce ourselves from the bullshit. That's why I say that we have to go back to the drawing board. Literally, back to the drawing board. If you are a fucking architect, go back to the sketchbook, rip all that shit out, and start over. Matter of fact, get a new sketchbook. Page 1. Let's redesign some shit. Let's re-understand what it means to actually intelligently design shit. But see, that's the irony. See, that's where the irony exists, Jay. They're against poly relationships because of religion, even though in Christianity there's all sorts of polygamy all over the place. Solomon was the wisest man in the world, had 700 wives, 300 concubines, or some shit like that. He was the wisest man in the world, the wisest. That means that even he knew, hey, bitches need to be on my dick, as many as possible. You know what? All these bitches is my wives. All of them, all 700 of them, come on down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on some Hugh Hefner shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on my O'Neill cylinder, having my motherfucking celestial annual fucking freak bash and shit. I don't even know what to call that shit. I'm still working on the name and shit. You know what I mean? But see, but that's the thing. People have their own different fanfic versions of their favorite sci-fi fantasy novel. People think that, no, this version is dope. No, that version is dope. No, I like this version. I like the version where I'm a virgin and I can just fuck all the guys in the world and turn around and say, hey, I'm a virgin. Oh, shit. I just got a motherfucking update about the video. I just got an update from Clark Effects about the music video. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make an update about the video in the Patreon, patreon.com/theultimaterage. Oh yeah. Yeah. But you gotta become a patron. That's G14 classified information. At some point, I'll say something on the motherfucking goddamn chat to everybody else, but only those who are the closest homies, only those who become part of the Kardashev collective will have direct access to this information. So my homie Silk, you will be first dibs on the info, and the rest of y'all just gonna have to wait for that, my kinfolk. Sorry about that, but it's pay to play and it's play to win, so that means I'm gonna need that money. We live in a hyper-capitalist nation. Sorry. Money talks, bullshit walks. That's the name of the game. $5 a month. Sorry. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the game. I know. The simulation, in-game currency, my dude. This is a nice DLC that you can get on your quest to platinuming this motherfucking simulation. You know what I'm saying? $5 a month. You get access to all different types of shit. All types of shit. I just added a gang of tracks the other day. And I might add some more coming soon. I gotta go into the vaults and see what else I got, because I got all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, I'm making behind the scenes content, give y'all a little insight into the way that I think and how I come up with shit. Not to mention that after every live, we meeting up in the Discord. I'm going to be getting off of here super soon because it's been 3 hours. But I want to put a bow on what I've been talking about, all right? Thank y'all for coming through as always, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming through and being homies and all that, because this is how it happens. This is how we actually begin the process of changing the game. This is how we do it. You want to end it off with a song. How about this? I'll show you the music in the Discord. You can do it there where you can actually hear it clearly. Instead of with this motherfucking... I mean, one of these days, I'm gonna fucking figure out this OBS shit and maybe start streaming with that. But I might give you a little freestyle. Why not? Why not? I'll do a little freestyle. Hopefully they don't hit me with a copyright claim, though they probably will. You know what? Fuck that. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Because I don't want to get copyrighted. But I'll do it in the motherfucking Discord. I got questions about what? OBS? I mean, I have it. I just haven't used it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about doing that because I got this mic and I'm sure that it has, you know, a higher quality. Fuck it. I'll use one of my instrumentals. How about that? I'll do you a solid. I'll use one of my instrumentals so that it doesn't get hit with copyrights. No, I don't. I mean, I have this camera on my phone. So I can use that. Eventually I will get one though. For sure. But check it out. What do I want to play for you? You're getting a little bit of exclusive shit. turn the sound on. What do I want to play? I'll play one of my beats. What do I want to play for you? I got so many beats. Let me load up the FL Studio. Get up in your booty hole. Pause. I'ma do it on here. I'ma use original shit. Me shit. My shit. Shit that you ain't never heard before. Man, you ain't heard shit. You ain't heard shit. I only just showed y'all some of the hot shit. I was like, I got all types of shit. See, that's why y'all. That's why, man. Man, y'all be tweaking me out. I got all types of shit. Like, I literally have to figure out what the fuck do I want to show you motherfuckers. Because I got all types of shit. Like, it's honestly fucking pathetic. Preposterous. Ridiculous. Fuck. This is what I hate. So much to choose from. So much to choose from. I gotta start finishing some of these beats. I'd be so lazy, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Here. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm sorry, y'all. Fuck. Yeah, there is good stuff on that Patreon. I might have showed y'all this one. Here, let me do some different shit. Can you hear? Yeah. 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 Okay. Look. Look. I'm on YouTube, chilling with all you dudes, and I'm too through with that foo-foo bullshit that got your fucking screws loose. I'm ripping through dudes. I don't give a fuck what you do, just move, dude, before I move through with the deuce, hitting you fools in your eyes and uploading it to YouTube, doing it live, truly divine. You can see I'm the dude that's ripping through you each time. There is nothing you can say to me, rages deep every day. I freestyle on the motherfucking mic. I put you straight to sleep. I come through amazingly blazing heat at your face and feet and show you everything you think is nothing short of make-believe. Rage is deep, coming through off the top of the mind frame, showing motherfuckers that I'm making you feel my pain. I don't play mind games, I just straight up execute, coming through with the tech and shoot. Then you got to get rebooted. Hopefully you can start up in a new universe, but everything I do to you in this one will have you get hurt, truly hurt, you in the dirt. That's what happens when you come around here capping. I'ma blast the thing and let it happen to you. REDZ is coming blasting through you. Show you motherfuckers that I'll bring you to your damn funeral. Massive damage, that's the way I had to plan it. I'm about to leave you cats lit up at the top like jack-o'-lanterns, damn it. I don't know why you hating up on me, but I'm about to have your bitch right here laying up on me, under me, sucking me, doing what she wants to me. I don't give a fuck, just make sure you don't ever fuck with me. I am known to bust the thing. I'll let that motherfucker ring. My dick, you need to start puckering up to suck on me, cause I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think. I don't ever stop, I'm forever hot, I'm forever hip hop, I let it pop. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm blowing up like Kuday and Uday Hussein on you lames today. I'm bombing on you niggas. I'm about to go straight up Saddam on all you niggas. I got a fob for all you niggas so that I can ride through in my sob and blast you niggas. That's the end of anybody thinking they can mess with me. Me being the best, yes, that's my destiny. Me being the best dressed celebrity wrecking the streets is exactly something that I'm exhibiting. I'm exhilarating, fuck all you bitch niggas hating, cause I'm about to have you niggas realize you'll get sent to Satan. But the fact is Satan doesn't exist. So basically, you're gonna find yourself up in the abyss, bitch, nigga! That's why you need to hit the fucking like button! Hit that subscribe button! Turn on your goddamn notification bell before I slap the shit out of one of you motherfuckers! Bye. 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 That's the type of shit I do. That's nothing. Nothing. That was nothing. That was just me, you know. My crazy fucking brain and shit. There's plenty more where that came from. Hope that you were entertained. I hope that you enjoyed it. Either way it goes, get your fucking mind right. Knock it off with that cap. Knock it the fuck off with that cap and shit. You are in the no cap zone. We have a strict dress code. Knock it the hell off with that cap and shit. Move around with that shit. Here, knock it off that cap and shit, and we keep it real. That's what we do. A little behind you. That's funny. Yeah, I bet that I will destroy your life. Okay, I will destroy your life. I'm just putting it out there. When I'm in the battle, I'm not in the battle to win. I'm in the battle to ensure you take yourself out. I'm going to impact you. I'm going to affect you so hard that I make you not want to live life anymore. That I make you reconsider your entire existence and say, you know what the fuck it. That's the type of shit I do. So be careful what you wish for, Jay. Because you might get rocked like my big fours, Jay. You will die. And I will ensure that you experience the worst possible demise possible. I am a very vindictive, petty sort. I don't let shit go. I will work to ensure that every inch of your fiber, every fiber of your being, down to the motherfucking subatomic particle, gets annihilated! I'm a very, very evil, sadistic, twisted, demented super being. But guess what? I love you, but I work in mysterious ways, fam. I work in very, very mysterious ways. I have some sick thoughts. Sick thoughts. Very sick thoughts. And before you decide to bullshit me, bullshit each other instead. Plus 2 points for you if you get those references. For real, Jay, you've been fucking up with the motherfucking mic ever since we started them in that motherfucker. Get your shit right, fam. Dead ass. Because motherfuckers can't hear your ass. Speaking of which, let me just close it out by saying this. Get your mind right. We, as a society, need to get all of our minds right collectively. We need to get our minds right. All right? It is abundantly clear we don't know what the fuck we're doing and what it is that we should do. What should we do? We should work towards figuring out and understanding the nature of reality as much as possible so that we can manipulate this reality to our collective benefit. We're not going to do that hoping and wishing and praying. We're not going to do that with some substance, some type of substance, or some type of other substance, or some type of other substance. Whatever the fuck that is, that's not going to help us. If it did, we'd be there already. Clearly, we're not. So we got to figure out what the fuck it is that we're doing. And I say, we already know. We need to work towards becoming the Kardashev Type 1 civilization. And we need to change the landscape of our politics, the landscape of our society. Instead of letting these fools dictate to us what they will or won't do, we need to dictate to them. This is what the fuck we are going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to work towards becoming the Kardashev Type 1 civilization and beyond. Whichever one of you motherfuckers is going to help us, that's who we're going to rock with. And if you ain't fucking with that shit, then fuck you! Get the fuck out of our face. Move the fuck around. The hell is you talking about? I don't give a fuck what political party you represent, if you're not working towards, if your aim is not helping us become a Kardashev Type 1 civilization and beyond, then what the fuck is the point in supporting you? What the hell is the point in fucking giving you my support, giving you my vote, giving you my dollars, giving you my motherfucking expressions of love on the fucking internet, telling people that they need to vote for you? For what? For fucking what? What does that do? How exactly does that help us? Oh, that's right, it doesn't. We need to start making sense. We need to start bringing some sense to this ridiculously senseless reality, to this ridiculously senseless society. This society that is in a state of crisis, that is in a state of extreme dysfunction, which is the reason why we are experiencing all these ridiculous things. That's why I had to create the no cap zone, so that we can at least have this oasis from the bullshit that surrounds us on a constant basis, this hyper-normalization bullshit. That's why I need you to hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Check out the Outrageous EP, available on all streaming platforms. Go into the Discord, hit that motherfucker, join that motherfucker, and you will be awaited with a gift, a wonderful gift, the Furious Styles Volume 1 mixtape, courtesy of your boy. And then we're gonna go up in there, we're gonna kick it, we're gonna talk even more in a more intimate setting where we can actually kick it together. I can hear you, you can hear me, we can build, we can shoot the shit, we can watch some shit, we can learn some shit, and we can work together interdependently with synergy to bring some sense to this crazy fucking world, turning sense into dollars. What the fuck do you say? If you're down with that, then hit that like. Follow me on all social media platforms at The Ultimate Rage, except for my fucking TikToks. I'm at The Ultimate Rage 9, The Ultimate Rage 079, The Ultimate Rage 0079, The Ultimate Rage 00079. The links are in the motherfucking description on my page. Just hit them motherfuckers. I made everything super simple for you. Just hit the button. Just hit the fucking button. Push the goddamn button! This has been a presentation of the No Cap Zone, where we have a strict dress code. No capping ass bullshit allowed. You come into the No Cap Zone, you show some goddamn respect. Take that cap and shit the fuck off. Knock it off with that cap and shit before I do something to you. Alright, so if I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. Be fucking safe. Stop fucking around. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. But don't be on that goofy shit. Get your motherfucking mind right. Over to the Discord.